All right, what is going on? Armac,
What is up?
try talking again real quick.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, we're good.
Oh,
I'm not used to looking at this one part of the screen
oh,
where Skype doesn't normally go. I don't know. Skype had its own like input before, but now you come in as the same as the music, so I have to watch it. We're not like, bleeding.
oh, okay. Yeah, I can't hear the music on my end, but yeah, but it's not. But the cool thing about this, unlike Skype, it doesn't drown you out when your music's playing, so that's good.
Yeah, so far, we switched to Discord as of last week.
I've been enjoying the shit out of it.
And, yeah, so far, I don't go that far. So far, so good.
Oh yeah,
Things.
oh, yeah. I just like the fact that we can talk and kind of at the same time, like if you're having an actual conversation and you're not knocking each other out, so you can't hear each other.
That's always a plus.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, this is State of the Streams. This is the Friday stream that we do where we chat about our week. But most importantly, we chat about what you want to chat about.
That is true.
So while we do have things that are planned, you can always throw a topic out. Exclamation mark, let's talk about.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
You want to talk about sex? We'll talk about sex. I mean,
let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be.
terrible. Absolutely.
I haven't heard that song in years, man. You just said that, and it made for some reason that popped right in my head.
That's because you missed doing. That's because you missed doing the block party.
I never was requested that song on the block party.
I'm sure that Zed or Skates or somebody.
No one ever did.
Would have thrown out a request for not even like Retro Kaiser.
No, Retro Kaiser was always about you suffer. It was that, that whole song. I remember when he first played that. That was the funniest damn thing I ever heard.
If you watch a show called Silicon Valley, if you haven't watched it, you should. But they that song comes in around like the 4th season, I think. This one guy he's like a I don't know what he is. He's not a Satanist, but he's like a pagan dude.
Yeah.
And he like somebody gives him this track and he's like, "Oh, this is the best track I've ever seen." And then it's that You Suffer song. So,
it's just too good, man. I mean, it really is. It's just too funny.
It's funny, my wife and I were watching that and we heard it and I'm like, we both look at each other and I'm like, is that? And I rewound it and I'm like, that's really familiar. What is that? And then I'm like, why am I thinking Retro Kaiser?
That's Napalm Death.
It's Napalm Death, You Suffer. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot all about that. What's going on, Phil? Phil's with us. Everybody's kind of piling in here.
Phil, what's up, buddy?
Usually takes people. Phil got off his couch to turn on the stream. He got
good.
Phil,
congratulations!
Finally found himself a PlayStation 5. Yeah, a couple days ago.
I heard about that. Yeah,
he got himself a PS5, and he got it today. Of all days, to get a console, you get it on a fucking Friday.
It just proves the point that Phil doesn't work. Has got plenty of time to do that shit.
He probably took the day off. I mean, I assume he took it as a holiday. I would assume.
Nice to be Phil.
But he showed a picture of it sitting on his chair, and the first thing he played was a PS4 game. So fantastic.
Nice. I can't blame him. No. Unbelievable. Well, I guess I'm one of the last few friends that don't have one.
There's some other people. There's some other stragglers out there that still.
I'll pretty much be the last one. I'm pretty sure I am. When it comes to stuff like this, I've got the patience for it. So, it doesn't bother me any. I can wait.
Yeah.
I just wait until once they become readily available, I'll go grab one. I'm not going to be, because I swear to God, if I end up at like one of those stores where everyone's like plowing into each other trying to get one, I'm going to slap people. I'm going to get arrested. I guarantee you. I hate going number one into stores as it is, but then getting pushed around by ignorant fucking people. I'm sorry. I'm going to smack the shit out of you. You know, Harmac don't give no shits. What the hell's going on over
Yo,
there?
somebody made a dumb comment and I got rid of them.
Oh, that figures.
How is Evo doing? Don't know what Evo is. Yo, DJ, can you play us a tune?
Can I play you a tune?
He could back in, 2 years ago when he actually was a DJ.
Yeah, those were the days, man. You just
Not
progressed,
not much
though.
of not much of a DJ anymore though, are you?
No, more of just a streamer. I mean, if it weren't illegal to stream music, like copyrighted music over like a video stream, I'd do it. But just doing straight radio is just on the internet, especially now that you got Spotify and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, it's kind of just it's oversaturated now. So it's
there are DJs on Twitch that actually,
yeah, there are, but they're also sponsored, so they're allowed to do that. So, like the company that's sponsoring will pay the royalty fees.
It's also a lot of club music too, or like like house music that doesn't have
Oh no, definitely, you're right.
royalties or risk of getting kicked off of Twitch or anything like that.
True.
So,
I mean, you can make a song. I mean, you can play a copyright song if it's just like a remake that somebody else did. I mean,
I don't know about that, man. They have those Autobots that just catch anything that sounds
I don't know.
remotely like that song.
At the end of my stream every night, I've been playing the Terra theme from Final Fantasy VI, and not once has it been flagged.
Yeah, but Square doesn't. I don't think Square goes after their. It's mostly if you're gonna talk about gaming tunes.
Yeah,
that's mostly Nintendo that does that stuff. When I've archived my like Zelda streams to YouTube, I've gotten copyright strikes on nearly all of them because of the Hyrule Field theme. So it depends on it depends on kind of what you are playing. But anyway, TP Poker. No. Wait a minute, hang on. I got more comments here. Don't you know NS? Hey, no, I don't. Do you know that?
Who?
NS.H4ZE. I don't know what that is.
Oh, NS hates?
Hates, I guess, yeah.
I guess that would be, the 4 should be like an H.
Sure.
NS hates, no. No, I don't.
Always knew Harmac was a Rift Walker. What's a Rift Walker? Do you know these people that are in here right now? I don't want to be like.
No,
if you know who these people are.
I might be a Rift Walker. I have no idea.
What's a Rift Walker? I don't know what that is.
Shit. Oh gosh, we got a couple in my chat room. We got Shales in mine. Smack me Harmac. All right, Shales. All right, smacked. We got that one guy. He's back again. Hello, big boys. What up, big boy? And yeah, that's about it so far.
I don't have a slap sound effect for Zed. You know what? Maybe I could get one. Let's see. There's a lot of sound effects I could get, but yeah.
What did the five fingers say to the face? What?
And of course, slap. He's going, thank you, sir. Can I have another? You sick
like
bitch.
a hot slap in the puss.
A lot of these are like labeled slap, but they're, I don't know, they're dumb. There we go. That's a good one.
I can hear that. I can hear that in your headphones.
If he wants a slap, there you go.
Wow.
I gave him a slap.
You just been slapped.
Gave him a slap right there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Forgot how to add that to my favorite. Anyway, well, there's your slap. There's your
who's
slap
all,
right
who's
there.
all in the chat that you don't recognize, dude?
SDJDFHJJDFJ. It's almost like it's a bot, but that comment was too on the money. Always knew Harmac was a Rift Walker.
Oh, it might be somebody that I knew in the past. I just don't recognize the name. Hey, welcome.
Are they part of Zed's? Are they with Zed? That's something
they might be.
That's something Zed would say.
They might be, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
We got TP Poker. TP Poker's in here though. Hello, ladies. How are your infinity stones? How's your infinity stone, Harmonic?
My infinity stone, it's feeling a little lonely till TP Poker comes over and touches it again. Yeah, bastard. Last night he asked me, because he'll always come into my stream going, hey Harmac, how you doing? How's your, and whatever, whether you're meat sausage, your meat cleaver, whatever.
Usually it's a sexually suggestive descriptive,
So,
yes.
And I always try to get him back. So last night, I was proud of myself in this one. Last night he goes, "Hey Harmac, how you doing? How's your 2x4? I go, well, right now, not excited, but once it is, it's a 4x8, ladies. He liked it.
Real good.
Hey, those are good ones. Just no one clips anything, so I have to just go by memory. He was telling some good jokes and shit, and
That was the wrong one. I wanted to play the Price is Wrong sounder, but that didn't work. Sorry about that.
Wrong, bitch.
Price is wrong, bitch. A rift walker is someone that walks outside with their nipples exposed. Are you a rift walker, Hermic?
Yeah, get enough alcohol in me, I might be, yes. I ain't no shame to my game, man. Fat man got titties, he's gonna show off his titties sometimes. Maybe for beads, maybe for other things.
Got Bug Dynamite in the house. What's up, Bug Dynamite? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by.
What's up, Bug Dynamite?
I know Bug Dynamite. He's pretty good at Rocket League, from what I hear.
TP, according to Shale, TPP need to go have another round with Nia Jax, Bastardo.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The gauntlet has been thrown, people. It's been thrown.
That's quite the gauntlet, for sure.
Yes, yes.
All right, well, guys, welcome to State of the Streams. We just kind of talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We talk about our week in streaming. We play some of our clips. There was one clip this week, courtesy of Evil 1976 or Yorkshire Pudding Dynamite, whatever you want to call him. I don't know. He left a clip, but I don't have the clip. I don't have the clip.
Thank you.
I forgot to get the clip, so I'll have to get that. But that was the only clip we had this week, and it was Return of the Emo Bear from Harmex.
You're dropping the ball, man. It's like you had some other shit going on today. You didn't do nothing.
It's like
today.
I had a ton of stuff going on today or something.
Yeah, you had nothing going on, man. You were just sitting there twiddling your thumbs and fucking flicking your prick or something. You could have spent that time getting the clip.
That's
it was
true.
just one clip.
That's true. That's on me, man. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Play The Price is Wrong, bitch.
No, I thought. Oh yeah, here it is. There it is. Got it.
There you go.
Got it. Nia Jax is so far. She needs 2 numbers in the Royal Rumble. Nia Jax has to get 2 numbers for the Royal Rumble. We got some bits that came in, so I guess I should open this beer. We're gonna do a little segment we call.
Oh yes.
What the hell are we drinking this week? So far, Harmac has been, I don't know, 26 weeks out of 26 weeks.
I gotta go. Hey, man, I gotta go with what's working for me right now.
So on the 26th week, Harmac, what the hell are you drinking?
I am still keeping the Anheuser-Busch Company in business with a Michelob Ultra. It's because of me that Michelob is still around.
Well, Harmac, you know what I'm going to do, buddy? Because I had some leftover from the Conor McGregor fight, I'm going to match you. I'm going to match you. There we go.
There you go.
So we got some bits that came in. That was 10 bits from UNC Phil. Cheers. Anytime bits are thrown, they are drank. I'll go over the rules in just a second. Delicious. Anytime bits are thrown, we drink those bits. That would be roughly 10 drinks, but we never really count 10 drinks. We just do a couple drinks, you know. We got a raid from, let's see, who raided? We got a host from the Lovely Term. I know who that guy is. Man, everybody's coming out tonight. Thanks for the host. We got a raid from Scales 1 to the 7 to the motherfucking 5. We got a friend of Scales in here, Crazy Mango. I know Crazy Mango.
What's up, Crazy Mango?
I was talking to Crazy Mango on Scales stream not too long ago. and I gave him a follow. What's up, Crazy Mango? Thanks for coming in, man. I'm glad you could be here.
Welcome. Hell yeah. And
So,
of course, I got Shell in the chat room going, Jaeger bombs for everybody. Hell no.
I do have some Jaeger out there. I do have some, but that's gonna. Oh man, that's just not an option.
Mac, how about some 99 bananas? I tried that one. Oh,
I used to drink 99 bananas frequently.
Oh yeah, but man, that shit'll fuck you up.
There was one person around here that used to buy 99 bananas all the time, and at first I'm like, okay, this is a good shot. But then, like, it's 99 proof, so it will rip out your insides. You know,
yeah.
It's no 151. It's no Everclear, of course, but it'll still rip out your insides when you've had enough, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, almost 99 bananas is meant to be mixed. So, I mean, it's drinking it straight, man.
But the banana flavor is quite good. I will say that.
It's got a great banana flavor, but it doesn't, I'll just say this, it doesn't go down smooth on its own. It's a harsh drink. But I mean, if you really want to get messed up but have your breath still smell like bananas, that's the way to go, I guess.
Yep.
Or at least have your puke later not taste that bad.
That is true.
You know,
very true.
That'd be a go-to drink.
Yeah. So the rules basically are when bits are thrown, we drink those bits. If there are 3 sets of bits that are thrown in, we say I usually say a minute, but I usually go 2 minutes. Then we will do what is called a beer break, where we will just straight out chug whatever's in the bottle, whatever we have left. We just straight out chug it. So if that does happen, that will be done. I'll have to find the song, of course, because for whatever reason, I don't have it queued up in my player, and I never do. I know where it's at though, so I can grab it.
You horrible host, you.
If it come, I know, dude. It's such a rough day today. Such a fucking nutty day.
We'll have to definitely get into that, because that's something worth talking about, definitely.
I spent much of the morning with no heat.
He had icicles hanging off his nuts.
Pretty much. I knew something was going on last night shortly when your stream ended. I went upstairs, got ready for bed, and I'm like, man, it's kind of chilly up here. I'm not sure why. It's usually, we usually keep the thermostat around 70, I want to say, on the main floor. So I was like, okay, it's a bit chilly up here. So I cranked it up to 73. I heard the furnace come on, and I'm like, all right, I'm just, crazy, and I'm just gonna go to bed. So when I woke up this morning, and our bedroom is on the top floor of the house, heat rises. It's always usually hot up there. I got up and I was shivering, and I'm like, just something in me was like, something's not right. Something's off. So I go downstairs, and it said the heat was set to 73 where I left it last night.
Right.
But the in-room temperature was 58.
Ooh.
I was like, all right, something ain't right. So I go down, I flip the switch on I flip the switch on the heat, on the furnace. It comes on. 2 minutes later, it goes off. And I'm just like, okay, this is bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I had to call a repair guy. I got quoted a 2-hour window. That 2-hour window got missed, so I had to call back, got another 2-hour window. Finally, at 1 o'clock, which was 7 hours after I got up or so, a guy came out and fixed it. So for, what was it, 15 degrees today?
Yeah.
I think here. So for roughly 8-9 hours or so, there was no heat. And it was down here where I'm at right now. I'm in my basement. Down here, had to be mid 40s. Down here, it was really, really chilly. It was funny because I had a couple cans of pop and a beer bottle that was unopened sitting on top of my fridge, and I picked up the beer bottle, and you swear it was in the fucking fridge. That's how cold it was. I could have opened the beer bottle and just drank it. But
oh man, yeah, that's not good. Did they tell you what the problem was, or is it just a bad fuse? Or
so I have an older furnace. It's roughly 20 years old. I have a warranty plan on it. I pay through my utility company. They offer some home service thing. They've covered it every single time, no question. So I pay I think $10 a month for it, which is Usually a visit like this would have been $200-300, so it's worth my money.
Nothing.
Cost me nothing. They said that it's the same thing. It's just old. When you have the heat turned up higher, it works harder, of course. And because the basement is cold down here, and there's the windows that are nearby the furnace are kind of drafty, it picks up that drafty cold air, pulls it in through the intake, where the filter is.
Yep.
And then when it processes it through the filter and goes in, and becomes heat, basically, there's all this condensation that the water pump is supposed to get out. It's supposed to drain that into the water pump, but as it works harder, some of it's missed. It got into the fan, and the fan wouldn't go. And that was the issue. And they said there's really no fix for this other than what, and he said this is going to sound crazy, but when it gets colder, like it's in the 20s outside, he said bump your heat down to like 66, 68. He said it'll work less to get there, and it won't like go over, Did I lose Harmac? I think I lost Harmac. Look, he's stuck. He's stuck in place. I lost Harmac here. What are we gonna do? Look at the poor guy. He's stuck. He was so enamored by that story that we lost him. He's stuck in place. I don't know. I think Harmac passed out from the excitement of my furnace story. If I end the call right now, because we're talking over Discord, so if I end it right now, it's going to cut out the entire window up here. So I might have to get him back. Actually, I don't think it's gonna fix itself, sadly. But this is funny. I'm getting a kick out of this. Look at this poor sap. Look at this poor sap right here. Oh, man. Are you having the phone LOV Eric segment this evening? Yes, we will have the Ask LOV Eric segment. It's going to happen. Just stay there. He can reconnect. All right, I'll stay there. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Connect back in, Harmac. Oh, hang on. Yep, I can't even go to my other camera segment because my camera's being used by Discord. Is he online? Like, is he actually talking anywhere? Because I can just try to reconnect the call. The problem is if I disconnect this, it's going to go off. Let me see. Can I add a person? I can't add him, can I? Damn. Well, I got to do something here. This is a very screwed up shot right now. I guess I could maybe get rid of the, let's see. These borders were nearby and I knew where they were at. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you can click the squares. Okay. Oh. No, that doesn't work. That does not work, sadly. I would have to call him back. All right, hold on, guys. I'm gonna get Harmac back on, and we'll be right back. Just stay put. Don't go anywhere.
Hello. Yeah. I don't know what happened. It just something happened. It just dropped completely. Like literally the modem literally stopped and reset. So yeah. All right, we're back.
There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot that you still come in over the audio when I got you back on and you just started talking.
Oh,
we had a technical
sorry about
difficulty there. Sorry about that. It was funny though because I was telling that furnace story and your face just froze. You were stuck in time, and I was like, "Oh, he's really loving the story. He just can't. He's transfixed into the topic."
Well, this thing's got all I can say is this thing's got an awesome like freaking buffer, because for like about a minute and a half I'm trying to answer you and you're still talking. Like I'm still hearing you in real time, and I couldn't answer you back. That was weird.
Yep.
And I hung up like a minute later.
I think the server that we use is like a minute behind or something like that, so it'll buffer for another minute or so. But we're back. Sorry about that. We'll have to cut that part out of the final broadcast.
We do this shit live, man.
It's funny when when you're stuck there though. Like you literally were just stuck. It was like
I was like,
just a
hey,
moment. Yeah, it was like just a moment in time. I'm like, is he gonna? I looked at you when you were stuck, and I'm like, is he stuck or is he just gonna? Is he just like really like in tune with what I'm saying? And then, sure enough, like.
He is never that in tune.
Sure enough, you start seeing people typing "What the fuck?" Like, all right, we got some bits from Frogster coming in here. That's 5 bits. We're gonna drink to that. Frogster's in the house. We'll go back here and recap the chat in just a second.
All right.
Sorry
about that. I do apologize about that, guys. That's out of my control.
Yeah, I had to explain to Crazy Mango, who's new. He was like, "This is my first time watching this," and I'm like, it doesn't normally go like this. Normally we have pretty pretty safe streams here.
They might be gearing up for the storms we're supposed to have come through here. So
great.
It's coming your way too, buddy. Big weekend. Gonna be a lot of snow blowing.
Let's see here. I'm going through the chat here just to kind of catch up on what we may have missed here. Bug Dynamite says a G.I. Joe character is coming to Fortnite. I think it is Snake Eyes. If that's your thing, great. I know Phil will be very excited about Fortnite because he loves that game so much.
For weird ass reasons.
Correct.
We won't say what they are, but you know.
Crazy Mango says Skills175 is my favorite streamer, and I've been following him since March 20th, 2019. He's all right. He's just all right.
He's okay. You know, I mean, you know, we found him. He didn't find
he's
kind
of,
actually.
The man's kind of a bully. I've talked to him before. He's kind of a bully.
Yeah, don't let his pleasant demeanor fool you. He's a hater.
We got 8 bits coming in. That's a weird one. 8 bits coming in from UNC Phil. Drink to that.
Phil spent the last of his bits right there.
Phil's got to tap off that wallet that has been now drained by a PlayStation 5.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's see here. Bug Dynamite. What the fuck? They can't just leave G.I. Joe alone. That's in regard to the Fortnite. DJ Harmack, what color is your vape? Crazy Mango wants to know, what color is your vape?
It is like a brownish. I am vaping what the hell is it called?
It's black soot. Custard. It's black soot is what it is.
Vaping vanilla custard.
Wow, you're not doing the watermelon stuff this time.
No, I decided to change it up. Yeah, stuck with that for a while.
There you go. Vanilla custard. I never thought about that.
Hell yeah. It's not bad either.
Let me see here. Are you having the... Oh, okay, this was asked before. Are you having the LOV Eric segment? Yes. Get your questions ready for LOV Eric. We will call whenever you guys want us to call. We can call him now if you want. If you want us to call him now, we can call him now. If you guys got the questions, usually what we do is once a stream, we give LOV Eric a call. He's a big-time League of Legends fan. And we ask him how his week has been, what's up with him, what is he doing in particular. And usually TP Poker will have a pretty good question for him. So get those questions out. We can ask him whatever you want to ask him. He's an open book.
He is.
Typically.
I mean, you can go way out there with questions like, what does he prefer, boxers or tighty whities? Does he like thongs? Does he wear them backwards? Stuff like that.
We don't ask that you do ask those questions, but I mean, you can.
You don't have to ask those, but you can go and ask like outlandish questions like that if you so wish.
Thank you.
All right, we got 5 bits from Frogster coming in. Another $5 from the Frog. Thank you, Frogster.
Thank you, Froggy.
Much appreciated, sir.
Yes, yes.
If we get one more, I'd give that a beer break because that was pretty close to Phil's. Just saying.
It was.
Just saying. Shale101 was trying to give us tech support with oh shit. Well, there we go. There's the third one.
Oh shit. Beer break time.
All right, let me cue up the song here, and then I'm gonna have to go get another beer after this. Ready, Harmick?
Yes, sir.
Is the malted liquor what gets you drunker quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans?
Same here.
Can't get enough of it. How we really love it. Makes me think I'm a man. I could kiss and hug it, but I'd rather chug it. Got my belly out to here. I could not refuse it. I could really use a beer. Beer.
Oh,
I can remember.
Whew.
wow, that was so cold. All right, that one's done.
Yeah, it was you know what? It was stone cold for one reason. It's been sitting in your basement since last night.
Correct. Sat down there all night, sitting out.
Refrigerator's broken, but don't worry. My refrigerator's broken, but don't worry, the house works.
Thank you, Frogster. Thank you so much for that.
Yep, thank you. Hang on, I'm gonna go grab me another beer.
And I'll wait for and when you come back, I'll go grab me one. I'll just read more of the chat here.
All right, go for it.
All right, that's gonna have to wait, Frogster, until he comes back. Whew. I don't normally burp on stream, but I feel like that one deserves it. So do any of you guys watch Scales 175? I think a couple of us do. I think a couple of us do. Yes, when they can. The problem is with Scales in his streams is Scales streams while the both of us work. So half the time Scales is on. Actually, no, I take that back. Usually Scales starts right around the time I have dinner. I'm off work, but I get home for dinner. And that's when Scales is on streaming. Now, what I'll try to do is catch him on a Sunday when he streams, or I'll try to catch him like right before I go on. I may not say anything all the time, but sometimes I'm in there. Watching him do a lot of Kingdom Hearts the past couple of weeks. I was not aware he finished the last one until he told me the other night. But yes, we do try to catch Scales when we have the opportunity. He's a good streamer. Give that guy a follow if you haven't done so yet. He's a good guy. Scrolling. I hear Harmac. Yes, you do. Let's see here. I was speaking of evil. He won't be on the stream today. He got drunk and fell asleep. He got drunk and fell asleep. Well, I thought he wasn't going to be on the stream anyway.
He said he was going to be on Fridays.
No, Scale says, I was speaking of evil. He won't be on the stream today. He got drunk and passed out. Drunk and fell asleep.
Oh, well, his loss? I guess. I don't know what to say to that except, damn, dude. You couldn't do that with us?
That's on him. Learn the term. Had a question for Eric. I'm going to write that one down.
Make sure you save it, yeah.
I'm saving that one to the log because I'm not sure when we're going to make the call at this point. Let's see here. And Scales is funny when he rages on Kingdom Hearts. He's funny all the time. Scales rages all the time. The man's a bully.
I'm telling you. I mean, I have my rage moments, and I'll get mad when people start busting my balls if I'm getting pissed, but Scales, I think, just gets a kick out of it.
Yep.
I don't think he feels embarrassed when it's done.
Frogster says, if he can talk from the dead, he can talk when he's drunk. That, sir.
That's... Wow. I don't know what to say to that, except, damn, that's
he's
kind of
right.
deep. Wow. Yeah, I mean, because he was, Scales last night was telling me, he's like, hey, man, I can't watch you guys during the week anymore. I really apologize, but I got this new job and the hours stuff, but I can see you guys on Friday. I'm like, all right, man, well, then we'll see you tomorrow. And then he drinks too much and can't come out.
He came on my stream on Wednesday. All right, we owe 2 for Frogster now, so I'm gonna have to hit the fridge.
All right, go ahead and hit the fridge. Go ahead.
We'll talk about evil. Just hang on. Host things, Harmac. You're good at that.
All right, I am going to host things. So thank you once again, Frogster, for some more bits. You're freaking awesome, man. Yeah. So, like I was saying before the stream went dead. Yeah. I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden, I didn't realize that my internet went down because everything was running fine. It's all running good now, though. I can't understand what the hell happened. But yeah, with Scales, watching him kind of go nuts at Kingdom Hearts is actually kind of funny. Because I kind of rank it up there with, if you guys have watched any clips of me when I was playing Days Gone, watching him get pissed off at Kingdom Hearts is like me getting pissed off at that fucking bear. Seriously.
The emo bear?
Oh my god, yeah. It just you could tell he's getting Kingdom Hearts is kind of in certain spots getting really frustrated, and it's the same with me with that damn bear. To this day that bear can, oh my god.
All right, we owe Frogster another 10 bits, so open up another one here.
Okay, 10 bits, got it.
Delicious. Yeah. The first one was so damn cold. Damn. So was the second one, honestly, but
I was gonna say, well, the second one's probably in the fridge, not as cold.
Yeah. All right, so all right, let's get into what I guess we're going to talk about tonight. So we get all your questions in for LOV Eric. We will do that at some point in the stream tonight. TP Poker, if you're going to plan on leaving, you got to give me a heads up so that I can make sure we make the call while you're here. I hate doing that bit when you're not here. So please give me a heads up. That's a special shout out to TP Poker that only he gets.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not the same if you're not here, dude. You got to be here for it.
And learn the term. You'll want to stick around too, because so far you're the only one that has a question for LOV Eric. Yeah. So now TP Poker is a little bit of a different breed when it comes to that, because he can think of questions on the fly. So I never question.
Oh, Crazy Mango 223 said, I followed you at Omnislash.
Thank you. So, I appreciate that. I always stream, by the way, I always stream on Slash Streams Live, which is, I think he already followed me there. So, but I mean, if you follow me on my personal one too, that is perfectly fine. But I prefer you follow me here on Slash Streams Live.
Yeah, because unfortunately, that one doesn't, he doesn't stream. I think you used to stream on that one, didn't you?
That one's currently dormant. I was streaming on that one for a while, and then I had a vision I wanted to do with Slash Streams, and I don't know if that vision will. I'm working on that vision right now.
Hey, it's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. I wanted my plan was to have like a channel with multiple streamers on it, where I would stream at a certain block, and then someone like Harmac would stream a certain block, Scales, and so on and so forth. But the way Twitch works, unfortunately, is you can't do that. Plus, I don't want to take away from these guys' own channel, so we're working it out a little bit differently. So
well, so instead we just raid each other.
Instead, we just raid each other, and we do these group shows on Fridays. So that it is what it is. But
Scales is usually on first, and he raids into Omni, and then Slash Streams, and then when they're done, they raid to me.
But it's a work in progress. We got other things in the pipe, so just stick around.
No, we do really appreciate everyone joining in. I mean, I kind of like the fact that I can see why a lot of streamers want to quit after a couple months. It's like, man, you can't. There's no such thing. I don't care unless you are famous. There's no such thing as instant gratification with streaming. That takes time, and you guys are freaking awesome. The reason you guys showing up, or the only reason I keep doing this, is it's fun. It's a good time.
By the way, is the Streamlabs bot behind, or is Frogster still throwing bits down and they're just not going out over the stream?
I do not know.
Frogster, if you're throwing bits down and we haven't gotten them, let me know, because it's just now catching up to your... Here, let me do a test run real quick. This does not count. Oh, yeah. I think he's actually throwing... Okay, never mind. You're going to see about 3 of them.
Thank you. Thank you.
What the hell
I
happened?
clicked it a bunch of times. I was testing to see if the Streamlabs was delayed, and they are delayed. Because I clicked the bits tester at the bottom of the screen down here.
Yeah.
And like it was not working. And then it came through at the end, like all 4 of them came in a row. So Streamlabs is delayed.
I wonder why that's happening tonight.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Lovely Term says, I might fall asleep. I'm really tired. Oh, don't do that.
Don't you dare do that.
Stay awake, my friend. Stay awake. Stay with us. Come on, bug your dad. You got to keep your dad awake, too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely do that.
Oh, you know what? I got to make the Lovely Term a VIP. He got spam filtered. There we go.
Did he?
Yeah, that shouldn't happen again, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, it auto spammed. It auto blocked him.
If you put too many avatars or whatever down in too soon time, it'll think you're a block. I'm gonna beat your shit in. That's not nice. That's not very nice.
Thank you.
Del Griffith with 100. Happy Harma Pride. Dude, we gotta come up with something for Harma Pride.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to make like a thing for that.
What's that
That'd be
song
cool.
that's like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? What is that song?
That's the Mexican hat dance.
Is that what that is?
I believe that's what
Hang
it's
on,
called.
we gotta play that. I don't know if I'm gonna get copyright striked for this, but I'm gonna try it. There we go. That's what I think of when I think of Harma Pride.
God. Now, that is funny though. They're not showing up on the screen. It's weird. We gotta have to pay attention to the. We have to pay attention to the chat.
Frogster, the Lovely Term is okay. I appreciate you stepping in, but he's okay. Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of Harma Pride. The Mexican hat dance. That's gonna have to be a staple. Every time somebody donates for Harma Pride, we're gonna have to play that.
Oh, see, I'd have gone with like hey, 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 you know, or something like that. I don't know. Me dancing.
Streamlabs is so behind. Look at this. It's still saying Frogster's cheered 5 bits.
Wow. Yeah, I mean the one Del Griffith posted, it hasn't even shown up yet.
It showed up on screen. I saw it. His showed up on screen. I don't know when he did it.
It didn't show up here. I was looking. I didn't see it.
I saw it. That's how I knew to grab the beer over here, because I look at the screen and then I see the bits fly. I rarely look at the chat unless I'm reading the chat.
Oh, okay.
But
damn.
Yeah, Streamlabs is like fucking delayed.
Yeah. It's like I said, with Streamlabs, most of the time it's good, but sometimes it has its off days, man. It's really weird. I kind of akin it to like a kid. If you don't let it have its way all the time, it gets pissy and then has its temper tantrums. But that's all right. We will freaking just pummel through this shit.
Pummel,
I meant to say.
pummel, not plummel.
Pummel. I
Pummel.
know that.
Plummel's got to be the latest Harmacopedia entry. And yes, we still do those, by the way.
Oh yeah.
That is not something that has gone away. Plummel. How's that spelled, Harmac? Plumm.
EL, I guess. Plummel.
Plummel. So if anybody if anybody watching doesn't know this, and I know a lot of you do, but I have to recap this for newer people here. So on the previous show that Harmac and I were involved with, The Escape, we had this book. It's actually not even a book; it's a website. It's called the Harmacopedia. Harmac tends to make up words accidentally sometimes. Sometimes he's being serious. Sometimes he thinks he means the right thing, but he says the wrong word.
A lot. In my honest defense, a lot of the times it's just because my mind is going faster than my mouth, and I can't keep up.
So if you go, and it's still up, by the way. If you go to the theescapeshow.com/Harmacopedia. All of the entries are still there. The site still lives, for when we actually do shows. But there are quite a number of terms here that Harmac has coined, such as 1081p HD resolution.
Yeah, that's one more. Why can't you have one more P?
401k resolution.
Hell yeah.
600 car trains.
Let
me pick a random letter here. Let's go X. What is X? That would be the Xbox 3.
Oh yeah.
And that's funny because that's before the Xbox One came out.
I know, but that'd be great because that would be awesome because the Xbox 3 should have been the Xbox One.
That's true.
I was trying to help. I put it this way: I was trying to help Microsoft so they didn't screw everything up like they have in their name scheme. At any rate,
And even the definition, by the way, which was put in like 2008, the Xbox 3 is a gaming console that Harmac claims is on the market in competition with the PS3. So no. If you were not talking about the Xbox One, you were talking about the Xbox 360.
The 360, yeah.
Yes. While not much is known about the Xbox 3, Harmac states it does not have a Blu-ray drive, but you will still encounter the infamous red ring of death. One tends to question if, in fact, Harmac meant to say Xbox 360, or if Harmac is giving Microsoft employees special deals at Club Capcom, also a term, to name drop a new and up-and-coming console, which could have been the Xbox One. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could have been.
that Capcom one. Capcom when I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I was so hungover that morning. Oh man. That was back in the Jaeger days, man.
When did the Nintendo Cube come out? Let me look up that one. That would have been 2009, I believe.
Was it that? See. I thought it was earlier than that, no?
Actually, I have to. That one should be in here, but it's not. Netflix for PS2 is here.
It did have a disc for it.
Yeah. I don't know where's the Nintendo Cube. It should be.
I thought that was one of like the first ones.
It is. I looked under C too. I'm gonna have to look at why it's not coming up in the directory listing. But Nintendo Cube should be in here. There's Netflix for PS2.
Yep.
There's Dick Fitzwell. Can't forget about that one. Let's see. Lots of C's. What is 6? 600 car trains. What's in the P's here? Let's see. Paper bullets.
Paper bullets.
I don't know. You claimed at one point there was. Let me go. I'll go back and read it. What is paper bullets? That's got to be an old one that we don't talk about. Let's see. There was once. Oh, this is from the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare stream on April 26, 2015.
Okay.
It says there was once upon a time when Harmac played first-person shooters, in particular Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Harmac enlisted and joined Team Skatesgasm, an online COD team that played weekly on the PlayStation Network. Harmac became so irritated with the game that one night during a broadcast, he accused the game of forcing him to fire paper bullets. To this day, we are not sure how a game or a weapon could fire a paper from a gun, but Harmac claimed he was cheated, quit the game and the team, and never played Call of Duty again.
I haven't either. I can't stand Call of Duty. I didn't like it when I first started to play it, but I figured, you know what? I'll do it just for fun.
Harmac, I do have an audio clip here.
Oh God, no.
This is proof.
You don't have an audio clip.
That's all he's using. Oh, come on now. This is getting annoying. This guy it's apparently flying paper bullets at these guys.
Paper bullets.
There it is.
I'm serious.
Paper bullets.
Paper bullets.
Paper bullets.
There you go. So it's a real thing. Paper bullets. Yeah, Harmac played Call of Duty at one point.
I did, but that's when I really came to realize that I absolutely suck at those games.
By the way, I swear there are people still putting bits in and they're not coming across screen. It says Del Griffith has cheered 100 bits. Which is weird because his Harmer Pride bits also came above that. So did Del Griffith donate twice and it just not come across the screen?
I don't know.
is the bits even working anymore? I did a test one there, and that worked.
Well, something glitched out.
Something is glitchy with Streamlabs tonight. So guys, if you're putting bits in, please let me know. I can check the mini feed up here and see it and validate them against what you're saying. So if Del Griffith, if you threw 100, no, one, see, why is he saying he shared 100 bits twice then? Del Griffith at least was being honest.
True.
He could have said, yeah, bitch, I donated another 100 bits.
That's odd. I don't know what the hell's going on with Streamlabs tonight.
I don't know either.
Damn.
Some
I
bullshit.
told you to get. I told you to build a new computer.
Oh.
Still rocking that. Still rocking that 486, huh?
Oh yeah, P2. That P2 I built in '98. Still rocking that guy. Still rocking
Hey,
that
man.
sumbitch.
Don't knock it, man. I've got the latest 32-bit Windows operating system, man. I am banging.
Got my powered. I'm twitching on my Atari ST. It's floppy technology.
You were gonna say floppy tits. I heard it.
Floppy tits. Oh,
That's what it sounded like you're gonna say.
oh.
Floppy
There we
tits.
go. Now the bits are back. We got 10 bits from UNC Phil. There we go.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, there they. Wow, I wonder what's wrong there.
Phil got a PS5. Yes, he did. I was waiting for Phil to. Damn, I wish Phil could come on here. I wanted him to talk about his PS5 experience today. He opened it, got it out of the box.
And then he had to go into the bathroom for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think he did because he was very quiet for a while.
Yeah, look at pictures and
It's
think
funny.
dirty thoughts. You know.
I don't think that Phil was. I don't think that Phil was paying attention much about the PS5 because I got a bunch of questions from him that I swear we've talked about on State of the Streams. Like he goes, I kept telling him, I'm like, you gotta try that Astrobot game. I'm like, I know you don't like these cutesy Nintendo like platformers. I'm like, but you gotta try it. It's a controller demo that just so happens to also be a good game. But you gotta try it because at least you'll get to see what the controller is capable of until there's a game that you buy that supports it. You know?
Oh, you're talking about that
Astro's Playroom or whatever it's called.
That game. Me and Al beat that in one night. And
Yeah,
I'll
we
tell
went
you
through that
something,
whole thing in one sitting.
That I loved the nostalgia in that game. That was so cool.
Yeah, you unlock all this PlayStation stuff. Like you can unlock all the original consoles. You can unlock the the peripherals and stuff like that. But it shows you what the controller is capable of, which it's. I've let a bunch of people. My uncle was over for the UFC fight last week, and he's like, "So what's so great about the PS5?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, you obviously know the graphics are going to be better, but the controller is better." He goes, "Okay, it's a little bit bigger." I'm like, "No, play this game." And I let him play Astro, and he's like, "Dude, that's game changing."
Yeah.
So
I have to admit, I wasn't sure if I would really get used to like the haptic feedback and stuff because I think it's even in the not just the triggers, but it's also in the thumbsticks too, isn't it? Or does it not have it there?
It's not in the thumbsticks, but there is like it's HD rumble, so there's different trigger points that it rumbles in the controller. So one of them might be down by the analog sticks, but I don't think the analogs themselves can tighten up or rumble.
Oh, okay. But I do like the I didn't think I'd like the trigger thing, but I actually do. It really does make it feel definitely different.
Well, just
and
think
a
about
little
when
bit
you're
more
playing
immersive.
Tomb Raider and you release a cart. It'll be hard to release a cart because you'll have to mash down on that L and R trigger.
Freaking pulling on it.
Yeah, Phil got a PS5. He got it from Sony Direct. As a matter of fact, if you here's a piece of advice. If you're looking for a PS5, follow the site Supply on Twitter. They will always tell you when there is a sale going on. Usually it's I don't know how they have it in with PlayStation Direct, but they always know when Direct is putting consoles up, and that's how Phil got his.
Well, that's good.
With a
Good for
link
you,
off
buddy.
of Site
I'm
Supply.
glad you got it. I'm glad you got it, but I'm definitely not in any hurry. I'll just wait until it becomes available in stores. But I don't know where this is coming from, but Shale says, I never noticed that L's nostrils are big enough to shove a dildo in. Okay. Well, that's Shelf 101 for you.
Okay. And,
I don't know where that came from.
And Shale, everyone has noticed that your ass is quite big enough for multiple dildos to fit in.
There you go. Touche. Oh, man.
Touche.
Oh, God. So what's up for the news? What do we got for news today, buddy?
We got a ton of stuff to talk about today. I don't want to say it's news. We just talk about whatever's going on in gaming. Because I don't want to sound like a news show. But so first things first. Last week, I got to get this out there. We had talked about how Microsoft was about to double for some Xbox Live plans. They were about to double the cost, namely the 6 and 12 months. It was roughly going to cost you around $160-ish to get a 12-month plan. And by the way, I forgot to even reiterate that Xbox Live is per account. There's no family plan. So
really,
they were literally about to screw over anyone like say you have a kid who plays Roblox or Fortnite like Phil. If you have to buy him an Xbox Live account, if you buy him a year, that's $160 per head. So say you've got like 2 or 3 kids, which I know people that do. Like say Phil has 2 sons right now. Okay. Say they had Xbox Live for whatever reason. Phil would have to spend $160 per head for 12 months of Live if they played on Xbox. Had Microsoft gone through with that plan. So for the price of near a next gen console would be per year to play online. Ludicrous. But anyway, Microsoft scaled back after a lot of backlash. They put out a tweet. The tweet read, "Today was not great." Yeah, what do you think? This actually was right after the stream went off the air. Actually,
because we were talking about that. We couldn't believe how much. We couldn't
believe it because it happened. It happened last Friday is when that news broke, and at 12:06 a.m. on the 23rd, which would have been Saturday, they wrote, "Today was not great. We always try to do our best for you, and today we missed the mark. We hear you, and we're reversing our Xbox Live pricing updates."
I just want to know why they wanted to do that in the first place. Oh, Microsoft, when you guys get ahead, you really love putting that fucking shoe in your mouth, don't you? Jesus.
And then there's a bunch of Xbox fanboys, like, saying how much it's better than PlayStation Network. Come on.
I don't know.
Come on. Come on. I have them both, and you can't be serious. And then here's the one. I can't believe replies are actually congratulating them for reversing this shit decision when they shouldn't have tried it in the first place. It's crazy how many will fall for the corporation trying to be your friend tactic.
No.
It's true.
No, they were going to try it and see if people, they basically said, you know what, let's give it a shot. And honestly, I'll bet you if only a couple people bitched and it didn't really get all that much attention, it'd still be there right now. It would be. No, they got scared. Like, oh shit, okay.
And I had said this last week. It's horrible timing. You're trying to rekindle the relationship with your fan base. Just think about. I mean, they basically got. The funny part is we make fun of that guy in 2013 that used to head Xbox. What was his name? Don Matrick.
Oh yeah.
They got Don Matrick all over again. Like it was the same. It was the same shit where it was like, oh yeah, we got a console for you. If you don't want to buy next gen, you don't want to agree with the DRM, we got a console for you. It's called the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically like go to hell.
Yeah. Don't you just love it when the big wigs at these companies have no idea what gamers think,
and I skipped
they try to act like they do.
And I skipped a few chats. I'll get back to them, but I want to reference something Adam Bomb 1011 just said. Hello, Adam.
What's up, Adam?
Trying to push people to Game Pass Ultimate and get rid of Xbox Live in the long run. Totally get it, and they should. Xbox plans right now are so freaking convoluted. It's
Kind of like their name scheme.
It's as convoluted as the names of the console. What they should do is just get rid of all the gold plan. Get rid of gold. Get rid of it. Stop charging people for online. Just give people 2 flavors of Game Pass. Flavor 1, you got the traditional Game Pass, and that's if you own an Xbox One, you pay the $9 a month or whatever, and you get the Game Pass, you're good. You get online with it. You don't get Game Pass, you don't get online. Or just give people online. I mean, come on, it's 2021. Yeah. People on PC have had free online for how long? Ever. Stop charging people for online. And you know, I'm talking to Sony, too, because they do the same thing. Innocent. They're not innocent. But I will say this, though. Sony and Nintendo both don't charge you to play popular games like Fortnite. Or, like, there's a couple other games that are on the exceptions list. So, right. Like, if you're a strictly Fortnite person, you don't have to have PS Plus to play it. Like, Epic comps them for whatever that damage is for that game. I don't know why they do, but they have some deal. I think Rocket League is in that boat too, but it's an Epic game. But that's what they need to do. And then have your higher tier plan, have Game Pass Ultimate, and have those 2 plans. That's it. Why
the Game Pass Ultimate also includes like
the
their
PC
online streaming diver.
No, you get the PC.
Oh.
If you have a PC, you can get games on there too. That's what Ultimate does.
Oh, okay. All right. But still, for $120, that's insane.
Well, it's a lot better than the crap it's so convoluted. It's like, here's Xbox Live. If you don't have Xbox Live, you're a silver member, I think is what they call it. I don't even know if they call it that anymore. If you pay for, no, I'm serious. You're just a dude. If you have Xbox Live Gold, you just have the online, and that's all you get. You get games with gold. Just get rid of those 2. It's an insult anymore. It's like, oh, here's your free games with gold this month. Indiana Jones, Lego Indiana Jones on Xbox 360.
Yeah, they're going way out on that one.
Just get everyone on Game Pass and call it a day. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, they pulled back on that price increase. So at least they're listening to people.
Well, they've got no choice. They've already seen what happens when they don't.
I mean, were they trying to give people the PlayStation? Like, because PlayStation, at least they charge $60 a year for Plus, but you get decent PS Plus games.
Yeah.
Which we'll also talk about here in a second. But I want to go back and read the comments here. Good old DM is in the house. I'm sorry, I have not been ignoring you, good old DM. I did see your original comment. He was talking about when we were building the computer. He's like, are those parts from CompUSA? My 98 Pentium 2. Yes, they actually were. They actually were from CompUSA. Thank you.
Damn. CompUSA. Man, I remember that place. We used to have fun there, man.
And Doodle DM says you watch the games will go up $20 more to offset. I do think they will. I actually agree with that. I think they will start charging $70 for first party games to offset that. Or if you're a Game Pass member, you get them day one. Yeah,
I mean, I know a lot of. I mean, I'm gonna stand by this. I know a lot of people are bitching, and a lot of these first. like AAA games are selling for like $69.99 instead of the normal $59 that we're used to. But when you really think about it, they've been $59 for a while. I mean, you can't expect them to stay the same forever. They're going to go up.
Well, I mean, don't forget this, Harmac. I'm going to go against you here. You're a consumer.
Yeah, true.
You need to stay a consumer. You don't work for a corporation. You don't want them to go to $70.
I don't.
I'm sure there's a VP over at Sony that can take a pay cut, from the 10 million they're making a year. I'm throwing a number. From the millions they're making a year.
Yeah.
To offset that extra $10 on the games that they sell. Come on.
I understand, but I also understand it the other way. I mean, that's the way it's all. I mean, come on, dude. That's the way it's always been. If that were the case, man, a freaking tank of gas would still cost 68 cents. But no, it doesn't.
You don't want to put that standard. I mean, if you even look at how much a they've already figured this out, and we don't even know it. It's already beyond us because you have to think about this, right? So
Yeah.
a game is still $60. Sure, it's been $60 since GameCube, right?
Right.
Or, PS2, GameCube, Xbox. So
Yeah.
now the way that they recoup that extra dev money is all this DLC and shit, and these deluxe editions that they release. Like, you could buy The Last of Us 2 standard, or you could buy the deluxe for $10-$20 more, and we'll throw in a soundtrack that didn't cost them anything to do. It's
Right.
MP3 files. They'll throw in like all this in-game content, which they've already programmed anyway. I'm talking like guns and stuff like that, like in-game guns or weapons, or they put it,
or shit
yeah,
like that,
skins. And remember, skins and the NES days were just codes. So
Yep.
these are already pre-programmed things that were put into the games that they've already done anyway, and they're making their money back by. And don't forget, Fortnite, a free game, makes billions a year off of just skins
You're
and
right.
modes and whatever else they fucking
But until I mean, as much as I like to think like a consumer, and I'd love to, you can't think like a consumer because it's not about the consumer these days. It's about the stockholders and what they want. Why do you think they released Cyberpunk? You really think that the people at what the hell's the name of the company that made it? I can't think. of the
CD
name of it.
Projekt Red.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red. They didn't want to release it. They were literally told you have to release it now. And so they had no choice but to send it out now, and now they're playing cleanup. And it wasn't for them, it was for their stockholders. They were getting nervous and didn't want to miss out on the Christmas season with a brand new console out. So, yeah, granted, should it be about consumer? Yeah, and that's exactly what CD Red thought until they were literally said, if you don't do it, then we're pulling out. It was just like, okay, what are they going to do? So it's like, all right, you're at the mercy of them. So I do so like I said, I understand why it's 70. It was 60 something for a while. It's 70 now. And obviously making these games isn't getting any cheaper, but also you got stockholders that are also getting more and more nervous. So, who are they going to cater to? Making the customer happy or making the guys that are giving them the money happy? Well, let's think about that logically. And until that changes, think like a consumer all you want. But if you think logically that it's not about the consumer, it's about the higher end guys, then all of a sudden $70, okay, that makes sense. You knew that's where that was going to go. I mean, I had a feeling that they were going to go up at least $10 this generation anyway. You saw it coming. It was a matter of time. With all the what do they call those microtransactions that were going on in the PS4 era?
Sure.
And shit, and obviously how pissed off a lot of people were getting, unless you were a kid and his parents had a lot of money, it didn't matter. But you were people like us who actually work for a living, have a mortgage and shit. You don't want that crap, that pissed a lot of people off. So then they figured, okay, we'll just tack $10 onto it. And there we got our microtransactions from everybody,
Yep.
and I kind of saw that coming, and what are you going to do? Look, right now they kind of got you by the gonads, dude. You either pay for the game or don't,
Del Griffith says PS2 was $49. I think it was $49 for a time.
Yeah,
I think
it
they
jumped up to
eventually went to
59
$59.
Halfway through it went to 59.
And some games
like
right now,
3/4
were $49. Even on PS5.
Right. It depends though. It also depends on the company and what type of game and how much time they put into
Correct.
it. I mean, if it's a AAA game, you can expect probably $70.
Yep.
I mean, that's just that. I mean, as much as I wish it wasn't, that's the way it's going to be. So you got yourself a choice. You can bitch and moan about the $70 and not play the game, or pay it and play the game. That's the only two choices you got.
Pretty much.
So like I said, they got you by the short hairs, man. So what are you going to do? Not fair, I admit.
All right. The next thing we had, games
What do we
weren't
got?
$59.99 until PS3 and 360. Let's go to Google on that one.
I swear I remember.
When
paying
did
$59
games
for a
go
game.
to $59.99? Let's pull this up here. When did everything become $59.99? Here's a Reddit thread. Actually, no.
I mean, I'm
Reddit is
curious.
probably the worst place to look for that because it's going to be all guesses here.
Yeah, no, I swear I remember paying 59 for
Somebody
certain games
says here $59.99 became the standard once PS3 360 came out, but we stayed at $49.99. The extra cost was a bump up due to HD developmental costs. I don't know if I totally agree with that. I remember some games. I remember some games being 60 on the Super Nintendo. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna really cherry pick like that, I think that you could say during the Super Nintendo they went to $60. Chrono Trigger was $60 because it was a 24 meg cart.
Well,
It was the only 24 meg cart for a while.
If you think about it, when now I got this later, way late in its lifespan. The Super Nintendo was already out. Even when the NES was at its end and Super Mario Brothers 3 came out, and that's what was that 90? I think it came
Mario
out. What,
was 90 or 89 or 90, something like that.
Yeah, that game right there cost $39-40. But if you go with the inflation of today, that's about almost $80 in today's standards, anyway. Well, maybe 70, but I mean, it's definitely, was it very pricey for a game back then? I mean, most of them were going.
Doom 64 was $79. I remember that. It was also a special cart that they had to put I think a special chip in there to run that.
Oh, did they?
I think they had to get Doom. They were trying to get Doom 64. I think it's 60 frames. I think they had to put it either came. Fuck. Why was it $80? Hang on.
I don't know. I do remember them. I remember that being like one of the most expensive games for the 64.
Oh, it's not. There's nothing on Google. I remember it being costly. I want to say it was because it either used the 8 megabyte memory. It either came with it or it used it, or it had a special board in there to get 60 frames. I could be so wrong about that, but there was a reason why it was $80.
Yeah.
Star Fox for N64. I think that was 50. I think that was 50, good old DM, because I know it came. If it was more than 50, it's because it came with the Rumble Pack.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The Rumble Pack wasn't part of the controller; it was an add-on. Yeah.
Yeah, it came with the little Rumble Pack. You had to put it in the controller, but
I forgot about that.
but I don't remember paying a premium for that game. I thought it just came with it.
I don't know. I was not really much of a 64 person. The only reason I know anything about a 64 is because my cousin had one. There was a couple cool games on there.
I Google how much was Star Fox 64 in 1996, and I get like all these random ass answers.
Nobody remembers, dude. Most of the people that are answering that were kids and they didn't even buy it. Their parents did.
Correct.
So they're just going to guess. I mean, the only reason I know that that Super Mario Brothers 3 in 1989 or 1990 was $39.99 is because I remember seeing that advertised in the Sears catalog. That was my dream of getting a freaking Nintendo for years. So I'd always look at it and look at all the games. And I remember because I had just seen The Wizard, and then I saw the game in there. I'll never forget the price.
I was aware of Mario 3 because of their Play Choice machines.
Oh yeah. The Play Choice 10s.
They had a Play Choice 10 at my local well, I don't know. I
forgot about those.
Like, it's not a 7-Eleven, but it was one of those local 7-Elevens. This place was called Quick Check in particular, but I remember that's the first place I played Street Fighter. This guy, I love this guy who owned the store because I owe much of my gaming career to whoever owned this store.
Really? Because
I played so many of these awesome arcade games because this guy would bring them in and swap them out regularly. I played Street Fighter 2 was the first time I played that there. Golden Axe, Shinobi, what was the other game? Pit Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and the Play Choice 10 Ninja Gaiden and the Play Choice 10 games.
Oh man.
And I remember going there and he got the Play Choice 10 in, and the top of the list he would swap the Play Choice 10. You could swap the carts out,
Right.
like they were swappable ROM chips in there. And I remember the one day he had Super Mario 2 in there, and we would play that every once in a while. The next day I go back and he's got Mario 3 in there. I'm like, holy shit, Mario 3. I've only read about this in Nintendo Power. And to that point, they only had Japanese screenshots, so I never even seen it in English. And this was before the Wizard came out, but it was only in Play Choice 10. And I played it there. So that's how I became aware of Mario 3. And then it released alongside the Wizard, which was just like a glorified commercial for that game.
I still love that movie. I don't care. California.
I like that game. I like movie.
Oh yeah. I mean, but when I saw that game, you know, and then like I said, when my parents got the Nintendo for me, that it was way at the end of its lifespan. It was the game was $39-40, and the system only cost $79.99.
Yep.
So it was like, it was literally almost the price. It was just short of the price of the NES itself. I mean, that's just, you know, that's my life though. I never had Nintendo Power or anything like that. So first time I heard of Super Mario Bros. 3 was in the Wizard. So I was just dumbfounded. I'm like, oh my god!
Harmac knows so more about the Nintendo Cube. Is that true?
No, actually, I had never owned a GameCube or the Nintendo Cube. No, I don't know anybody that owned one. Actually, I've never played one.
Well, you're about to possibly Monday.
Oh, that brings me up to the thing. If you want to talk about what's going on with the streams, you want to save that to the end of the show.
Well, we can talk, dude. We can talk about whatever we want to talk about, whenever you want to talk about. But I do need to grab a beer in case any more bits come in. The chat's got a little quiet. I got to wake these people up.
I was gonna say, here's what I'm planning on doing. I am going to, and I'll do this with you on Sunday. I'm going to set up for the first run through. We're going to do the PS1 version, and we're going to beat that. And then the next one is going to be the GameCube version. So then what I'll do is I'll critique what I like. Because, I mean, I've seen certain people say that the PS1 version is better because the voice acting might be better or something like that, or the cutscenes are better. And then I've got other people saying that the GameCube version is better for the simple fact that the controls are more like MGS2, and the graphics are better, and the gameplay is more fluent and stuff like that. So so that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to do the PS1 version first, beat that, then we're going to play through the GameCube version, and I'm going to critique which one I like the best.
Wait, you're gonna play through both in their entirety?
Yep. Because I want to know why. Because you got the original Metal Gear.
Yeah.
And then on the GameCube, you got Twin Snakes.
Yeah.
So basically, I was looking online because I was debating today. I was just thinking while I was at work, like, which one do I want to do? Well, online, it's a toss-up. There's certain people that think the PlayStation 1 version's better. Then you got people that say the GameCube version's better. And it's like, you know what? I wasn't any better. I came off after looking online which one would be worth playing. I literally came off of there just as confused as before I went on. So I figured, you know what? Let's make this fun. It's an older school game, so it's not going to be a super long game. I mean, I don't think it was even as long as the game I just finished.
It's like 5 or 6 hours, something like that.
Yeah,
it's not very long.
Yeah, so I'll get that done. And then the next week, I'll do the GameCube version, and I'll critique to you guys what I think, is the better version, And I figured that'll be kind of fun.
That's actually very interesting. That's even like a better dynamic than what I expected you to do. I thought you were just going to choose one, but this will be interesting because you can see.
Yeah, I'd like to see the differences.
The differences and all that, and it's not incredibly long. I think you'll spend a week on each, I think.
Yeah.
Stream 2 hours a night, 5 days, 4 days.
That's 8 hours.
Roughly. TP Poker said something, and I actually was about to believe it. I Googled it.
What's that?
He put R.I.P. Betty White. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, people keep doing that shit.
R.I.P. Betty White.
Come on.
Damn it, Poker.
She just had her 99th birthday, for crying out loud. She still looks great for her age.
That's what's funny is I googled Betty White death, and then the first thing that comes up is Betty White preps her 99th birthday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's up there, but not gone yet.
No, and she's still working, so that's pretty cool.
Mom, we can't tear Mike's heart right out of his chest.
Hell no.
You know, Mike will be very disappointed.
The
day that happens.
He'll cry and cry.
Absolutely.
But yeah, the other reason why I decided to do this today is when I read that the possibility of getting a Silent Hills remake and a Metal Gear original remake are pretty much in the shitter now, because Kojima's kind of slowing their shit down. So I don't know. A lot of people are disappointed. I'm hoping that Sony buys the rights to them, but that'd be nice. I would.
There was a rumor that Konami was closing all their studios.
Yeah, I read that and I actually believed it.
That is false.
Was my fault.
According to Games Radar, it says no, Metal Gear and Silent Hill company Konami is not closing its game studios. You know what's sad is that's the headline. Metal Gear and Silent Hill developer Konami has got so many other great games under their belt, but the only games they've released in the past decade have been Metal Gear and Silent Hill games.
Yep.
And they haven't even really released a Silent Hill game.
Oh my god.
I think the last one was a 360 title.
Yeah, I mean the PT was supposed to be another Resident.
PT was going to be a PS4 exclusive. That we all know what happened with that. That never happened.
Yep. So that's why I'm saying, wasn't the rumors going around Sony wants to buy the rights to it and make it?
That's the rumor, but I'm waiting for that to get proven, because
I would really because I mean, you think about it, I mean, all the other ones got kind of a remake or an updated edition to them, except for MGS1.
No, I mean GameCube.
No, but I'm talking about with the newer consoles.
Dude, when you play the original Metal Gear and then you play the GameCube one, you will take that as a remaster.
Oh, I don't doubt it, but why couldn't
remake,
that be ported?
A remake even, yeah. It should be ported. I don't know why Konami is sitting on it. And I know Nintendo had a lot to do with that remake, so I don't know if that was a Nintendo production that they're sitting on and they just can't do anything with it because it's Konami's property.
Right.
I don't know. They have a working relationship with Konami because Snake was in a Smash Brothers game on the Wii U a few years back.
Oh, okay.
So they have a working relationship. I don't know what's the holdup is.
Well, it would be nice. It would be nice to see, those two games getting a good remake. I'm not denying the fact that the GameCube looks better. I've seen some screenshots. You definitely, oh my god, yeah. Compared to what the PS1 could do, oh yeah, that's definitely an upgrade. But you would think something like that could at least have been ported to PS2 or 3, or
I'm sure it can.
I know, but it's all licensing shit.
They're sitting on and dealing with licensing, and that's where the holdup comes.
I know. I just
damn
don't understand
licensing
that.
issues.
I mean, I there's one thing I kind of know. No offense to certain game companies, but if you're not going to be using the game anymore and you're not really collecting royalties from it anymore, why would you sit on it? And just if you don't want to do anything with it, let it go. Sell it for a profit, and let another company run with it.
Well,
why is that so difficult?
I mean, Konami did release, let's see, they put the Contra collection out, which sold good.
Yeah.
And it was a good collection. To be fair to them, it was a good collection. They put the Castlevania out collection, another good collection. That came out like a year ago.
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
And then they released something recently. It was shit. Contra. They had a new Contra that came out. And it was awful. It wasn't even like a Contra game. It was like they took the PS1 Contra Legacy of War game, and somebody at Konami was like, we should make a game like that. The game that everybody doesn't like. An overhead version of Contra, and we should do that again.
It just seems
I
to-
actually bought the game. I bought it on the Switch because it had terrible graphics anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll get the Switch one because I can at least play it on the Switch. But I've not played it. It's still in shrink wrap. Actually, I've never even opened it. I was gonna do it on a stream at some point.
Well, my whole thing is this though. I mean, it's like you could tell Konami, which used to just be all about the video games, they've put that kind of on the back burner now, and they're more about their pachinko machines or whatever.
Pachinko machines.
Pachinko. I don't know what the hell those are, but I think it's not the one where like all these balls drop down or something.
There's that, and then they make slot machines too, which are not pachinko
Right.
machines, but they're kind of, they have slot machines, and then they have like virtual pachinko machines, which are kind of like that. But they use their intellectual properties for these machines. There's a Silent Hill one. There's a Contra one, I'm sure.
Right, but they seems like granted they're probably not. Yeah, you're probably right. They're not closing down their video game studios, but they're really not putting a lot of effort into them either. I mean, it's that's not their forefront thing anymore.
By the way, Harmac too, I guess Scales looked it up. He says Konami is the intellectual property. Nintendo does have the license, so that's the holdup of the Twin Snakes remaster being brought to anything else. It's now if Konami approached Nintendo and said, "Can we bring this out on the Switch?" I'm sure Nintendo would be like, "Okay."
Maybe. Well, you know how Nintendo is with intellectual property, so I don't know.
So here's what's going on with Konami. This is what's being said with Konami right now.
Yeah, what's up?
So Konami clarified that it's just restructuring. It's not closing, shutting down anything. Earlier I guess what caused the confusion was Konami published a fairly innocuous report. Not Oculus, not Oculus. Innocuous report.
Meaning confusing, kind of.
I stopped myself when I said it. I'm like, wait a minute, hang on. Which touched on some corporate appointments, other personnel changes, and organizational restructuring. That last bit covers 3 production divisions that will be dissolved. The report says the decision was made to respond to a rapid market that surrounds us, but some readers took this to mean that the publisher is just shutting everything down. The misunderstanding was presumably fueled by the fact that Konami, once the bustling house of Metal Gear and Silent Hill, has steadily distanced themselves from mainstream game development over the past 2 years or so ago. It's not entirely true, because again, even though they were just collections, they did release games for PS4, and they put that Contra game out. Now, it's not the best. Now, actually, I think they licensed the Contra game out. I don't think they developed it. I think some shitty studio just made it.
But they can't do Metal Gear Solid because Nintendo owns the rights to it now?
No, I think Nintendo funded the development of the Twin Snakes for Konami, and they just slapped Konami's name on it. Konami's name on it due to the intellectual property. But Nintendo was behind it.
No, that makes sense. I'm wondering if like Sony could do the same thing then. Not call it Twin Snakes, obviously.
They could remake it, absolutely.
Yeah,
but
and then put Konami's name on it. I can't see Konami saying no to that. I mean, why would they?
This would only work if this was a big budget remake. Like, I'm talking like
almost like a Final Fantasy VII remake.
Well, yeah, levels of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Like, this would have to be like they add a bunch of stuff. Kojima would have to be on board because no one will buy it. If Kojima's not on board. If you put Kojima's baby out there without Kojima, everyone's gonna shit on it and no one's gonna buy it. I mean, look at Metal Gear, that multiplayer game that they released that nobody played.
Are you talking about that one that's on that trilogy thing that I was playing?
No, this was a standalone game that Konami just put out like 2 years ago, maybe. Metal Gear. Shit. What is the name of it?
Shit.
Not the Phantom Pain, but it was something else. Shit, I can't remember it.
Well, like I said, I mean, I would like to see those 2 games get a remake. Even
Metal Gear Survive. Sorry, Metal Gear Survive.
Oh.
Yeah, you never heard of it? Don't worry, no one else has either.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one. I heard of the Phantom Pain. I never heard of the other.
Yeah, that was Kojima's last project for Konami. Was
But no, I would like to see Sony do that though. That would be really cool, and I think that benefits Sony a lot. And I mean, it seems like Konami doesn't have a problem as long as you keep their name on it, and Sony funds the shit. I can't see why that'd be a problem, but it's all going to come down to what Sony wants to do.
I think Sony helped funded that new studio that I think Kojima put together. So maybe all they have to do is maybe give him some cash and say, "Here's the license from Konami. This is your studio."
They can get all the same voice actors back. They always do.
Say, "This is your studio. Run with it."
I mean, the one thing I'm not looking forward to in Metal Gear 5 is it doesn't have David Hayter in it. That bums me out a bit.
Yeah, Konami changed. Once the 360 era was done, or even I would venture to say the PS2 era. Once the PS2 era was done, they changed. They stopped doing anything logically that made any sense.
Yeah.
They disbanded the Silent Hill team. The original team that worked on Silent Hill and Silent Hill 2, they disbanded them.
Yep.
And then they outsourced Silent Hill. It was a game for 360. They outsourced that to another team that I played it. It wasn't that bad. It just didn't feel like a Silent Hill game.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, here's the hoping. I would really like to see the Silent Hill series and the original Metal Gear get a remake. But I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath. But damn, it would be really nice. Yeah. I mean, seeing as they're remaking all of these other older games now, it would be really cool to see some of the really iconic classic ones get a good remake. And I can't see if I were in the development team of Sony or in the higher ups of Sony, I'd be like, is there a way we could do this? Because man, we would make, I mean, how many people would freaking buy that? Yeah. I would. And I mean, here I am coming from a guy that's never played Metal Gear before. I haven't even played the first one, and I would probably buy it.
It's funny, I was talking to LOV Eric the other day, which we're going to call him momentarily here, but I was talking to LOV Eric the other day, and I'm just like, it's funny, I was telling him I often had to tune out your streams or not pay attention to them because I'm playing through these other Metal Gear games that I didn't get to, but I'm like, at first, when I saw you start Metal Gear Solid 2, I was like, this is probably going to be the boiling point. I think he quits this game, and he's probably never going to experience it. But now here you are, 3 games later, and it's like a series you can't get enough of, which is awesome, because that's how I felt about Metal Gear back in 2000 when I was playing all these, Yeah,
you start getting into it, man. I mean, I haven't, like I said, a lot of people have their favorites. I kind of equal them all the same story-wise. I think they're all really good.
Now, at least you played 3 and 4, which I cannot say I've done. So hats off to you for that.
Like I said, what I'm going to be doing, the way I'm going to be doing this is I'm going to be doing the PlayStation version of MGS1. Then I'm going to do Twin Snakes. Then I'll give you my verdict on which one I think is better, and then we'll go with the one I can't remember the name of it. It's Metal Gear 5, but it's the one with Raiden.
Oh, Rising. Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, Metal Gear Rising, and then we'll finish it off with MGS 5. So we'll see. We're going to be going through an MGS. We're just doing an MGS marathon, man.
I mean, hey, whatever's working, it's obviously working for you. So
hey, I'm enjoying it. So why not?
You're enjoying it. I think the people are enjoying it. So I would say just run with it. I mean,
my God, yeah.
Yeah.
I never realized how many people were really into it. So
Skills says really cool. It's definitely Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and call LOV Eric. TP Poker, are you in the background?
Let's hope so. I haven't seen him talk.
He hasn't talked in a while, but according to what I'm seeing, is he's supposedly still there. So TP Poker, if you're in the background and you're just drunk and you're loitering, or what do they call it?
Ghosting.
Ghosting.
Are you ghosting?
Speak up or forever hold your peace, because I am calling LV Eric in 5 minutes. I'm gonna give him time to chime in.
All right, so you wanted to. There's one other thing I kind of wanted to talk about. Just I don't know how much we can talk about this, but the whole GameStop fiasco that happened, that was freaking hilarious.
So I need
I
this whole
laughed
thing
my ass
explained to
off.
me as exactly what happened, because I know that there was a Reddit
I can
thread.
Yeah, I can explain it to you. It's really easy. Basically, you have these hedge fund companies that'll look at certain companies at the beginning of the year, and like they'll look at what they did last year. And what they'll do is they will basically speculate, will the company do good or bad? And they will either pay into it or take money out of it, based on what they think. So they saw that GameStop was not going to be doing well. I mean, they kind of did good towards the end of the year.
I mean,
but
they're not doing well, but
no, they're not. But what had happened was that obviously they posted that they were going to, basically, I forget what the exact terminology they used for it, but basically what they were going to do is, basically buy a lot of their stock back, And so I guess a bunch of people on this Reddit channel or something like that got the idea of, let's just all start buying freaking, GameStop stuff. So that went up. Well, then when margin call came, it jumped back at that hedge fund company and they had to pay up. And they ended up going bankrupt because that's what happens when you speculate. So basically, the hedge fund company got beat at its own game. And because of that, now they're crying and whining about it. But that's the name of the game. And now they're trying to make it illegal for people to do that, which they can't because anyone's allowed to go on anyone's allowed to buy and sell whatever stock they want. You can't stop them from doing that.
In the past week, GameStop stock has rose more than 300%.
Yep. And that's what so basically what happened is that they shortchanged themselves and now they can't get their money back out of it. When margin call comes, you got to pay it, and they couldn't. They had literally banked on the fact that it was going to fail or be less than what they bought it for, and it didn't. And yeah, it screwed them over big time.
So apparently what's also happened is this app called Robinhood, which is an app for stock purchasing. Yeah. They, I guess they blocked access to buying and selling GameStop, and I guess they were doing this to AMC as well, I believe, like AMC theaters. Yeah. So they were blocking access into buying, trading, and selling.
And that's extreme.
Which is extremely illegal, and these class action lawsuits have now been filed against them.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, if you hold, like if I bought stock, if I used Robinhood to buy stock in GameStop, let's just say I'm a diehard fan, I'm hoping for the best, I'm going to buy some stock from them. Now I want to check and see how my stock's doing. You're blocking me from seeing that. That's illegal. You can't do that. So basically what they were trying to do is cater to these other hedge fund companies going, hey, we don't like the fact that we're getting our ass kicked at our own game. Do something about this. And so now they did. Now that's going to bite them in the ass because legally you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call the free market. This is the free market at work, people. If you don't like it, don't play. And it's these same companies that are sitting there whining right now going, hey, everybody, it's a free market at work when they're winning. But when they end up kind of getting their face slapped a bit, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, this isn't fair. You're winning. I thought this game was called I Win. It's... I thought it was really cool. It was just basically...
This is the stuff that I get mad at because, like, I always seem to miss a trend that I would love to be in on.
I would have loved to have been part of that, yeah.
And it's like, I feel like I've bought enough from GameStop to have stock in GameStop.
Yeah.
So why wasn't I in on this? And, and apparently this whole Reddit thread went down weeks ago. It started weeks ago,
yeah.
and now it's been blowing up.
Their Discord channel got closed down too. They said, and according to Discord, it wasn't because of the stock trading or anything. It was verbal abuse. Yeah, bullshit. That is such a piss poor. That's the only excuse they could think of to make it at least somewhat believable. But everyone knows that's bullshit. So, it's like,
Oh my
yeah.
god. So listen to this. This is hilarious. I'm reading the, I
Alright.
was quickly glancing this article. So
Okay.
it says what happens next. The Wall Street elite, obviously, of course, they're not happy. So
No.
GameStop isn't the only only company Wall Street Bets is focusing on. They've targeted AMC.
Yep.
Do you remember COS? The
Oh my God, yeah.
headphones company?
Yeah.
All right, they're
Yeah,
targeting
KOSS, yeah.
They're targeting them, and get this, BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, they're all making a
BlackBerry.
comeback, everyone. It's just basically the reason this is happening is I think, I mean, I don't know how many people are in on this, but my guess would be is just people are sick and tired of like all the big wigs making all the money. Why can't we?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, the big wigs weren't expecting that to happen, and now they're getting their ass handed. And they don't like it.
Yeah.
You're messing with their money. I mean, if you really think about it, protesting doesn't work, filing out petitions doesn't work, but you hit them in the pocket, boy, they pay attention all of a sudden.
Yep.
And I mean, hey, what they did is not what these people did by doing that with that stock is not illegal. There is no law against that. All they did was buy stock in that company, and that rose the company's stock prices.
That's
And it
hilarious.
took-
that
and
whole
it took
thing
those.
cracks
That's why
me
they're
up.
called. That's why those companies are called hedge
Hedge
companies.
funds.
Hedge funds, because they're hedging their bets. That they're basically betting on, like, it's kind of like going on roulette. You got 50-50, and we're going to put all of our eggs into 50, this 50 that it's going to fail. Then all of a sudden somebody comes along and goes, well, I'm going to put all of ours that is going to pass, and then they win. You end up losing that money you just put in. So it's not like, that's what you get. They speculate, you fail. Not everyone can be right. And I thought me personally, I thought that was the best thing I'd ever heard. I thought that was so cool, and I wish I'd have been a part of it.
I wish I was saying, my mom texted me about that. My mom never talks to me about video games, but she texted me about GameStop. She goes, hey, I guess you should have bought stock in GameStop, huh? She's like, you probably spent enough there. And I'm like, yeah.
It's too late now.
Too late now.
Man. But it's just one of those things. I mean, I personally don't do anything with the stock market because, I mean, you got to know what you're doing, for one. And number two,
I've always been curious about it, though. It's definitely, it's always been something I've been curious about.
Oh, yeah. But I
stock
mean,
market.
really, yeah, I have too. But I mean, it's also, you're really looking at, that thing can make or break you, and if it makes you, you're going to make off really good.
Yeah.
But if it breaks you, you're going to be beyond broke. So I just basically don't really mess with like the stocks. I don't, number one, I don't have the time. I'm not in front of a computer screen where I can check it all the time. But number two, if you want to pay a company to do it, you end up paying them. I think the one I heard was charging people, if you make 1% or $5,000 within the first quarter, that's what we'll take from you. So even if you don't make $5,000, you still got to pay them $5,000 because they're working on your behalf.
Yeah.
I'm like, who has that kind of money? I mean, it's literally what they have done. These hedge companies, I think this is what people were trying to prove, is they've priced people like us out so we can't do anything. So all these people grouped together and did it on their own, and it bit them in the ass, and I fucking love it.
Yep.
That's a true Robin Hood right there, man.
Speaking of the true Robin Hood, are
yeah.
you ready to call LLV Eric with these questions? I know TP Poker just came back. He said he had to poop, but he is back.
Oh, well.
But he is back now. Welcome back, TP Poker, from your epic poop. And now we'll go ahead and we will call LLV Eric. Wait, we gotta read something. We gotta read what he's saying here, though. GameStop is a dying company. I've been investing in stock market for years. You need to invest money that you aren't afraid of losing. You can buy stocks and hold them long term with companies that are steady. Wow,
You're right.
Who knew TP Poker was a stock trader?
Well, no, he's
Never
right.
knew
But
that.
what these people did was they just found out that this hedge company was going to sell this thing short. So they decided, you know what? We want to buy into this because they knew that hedge company would take a ding. And because of that, the stock of the freaking GameStop is going to go up. They're going to make money off of it.
Huh.
So they made the money off of it that hedge company was hoping they would. And they ended up having to pay. So to the point where they had to claim I think it was chapter 11. I mean, that's how much they got hurt on it. And I mean, that I thought was just the coolest damn thing. And if I were really into stocks and I knew that was happening, hell, I'd have probably jumped in on that. Because that would, to me, I thought that would have been the coolest thing in the world to try. But, you know, because I mean, everyone kind of grouped together and did it all at once, you know, instead of just like an individual person. So, you know, I thought that was really cool.
All right, it's that time where we're going to call LOV Eric for a little Ask LOV Eric. Harmac, we need a bumper for this.
Ask LOV Eric.
Are you still in the bumper business? Because we need a bit of a bumper.
I'll have to. I don't know if I have Cool Edit Pro anymore, but
Cool Edit Pro. Wow,
that's what I used to use. Yeah,
I used Goldwave for a long time, and I use Audacity still a little bit.
Well, maybe I can do it on Audacity. I'll make something.
Oh, LOV Eric live.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for.
Wait, hang on. When I start saying that, now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please call in to LOV Eric. It is time to ask him your heartfelt questions of the week. And take it away, Omni/L. Go.
You know what? I think you got like completely. You know what, Harmac? We're gonna have to do a take 2 on that. Because
Okay.
I think the music completely outdid you there. Can we try that one more time?
Oh, all right.
Go ahead. Go ahead and go. Take 2.
All right.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're failing.
Error. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right, and go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Ask LOV Eric. So please come to us with your tantalizing questions to ask our good buddy LOV Eric right here on State of the Streams.
All right. Let's do this. So, you guys got your questions.
I haven't been able to use that DJ voice in a long time. That felt good.
How about the Easy CD Creator mix?
Oh my God, Easy CD Creator. Holy shit.
I still have an Easy CD Creator.
Dude,
upstairs.
I forgot about that program.
I have that, and I have the Easy CD Stomper.
Oh yeah. Oh man,
you remember
those
that
were
where
great.
you put the label on the disc and you flipped it upside down and pulled the thing?
Yeah, you needed a light scribe drive for it. Yeah, I remember that.
No, it wasn't even light scribe. These were just labels. You print the labels out with a printer onto the label using the.
Oh yes, and then you you had that
put
thing
them on
and you
the
had the thing.
stomper. Yeah, it was a stomper, and you put them on the stomper. You push down, and it stomped the label onto the disc. I got it right every time.
Yeah,
I use that thing so much. That thing was like the
so did
best.
I.
That thing was the best $20 I've ever spent.
Oh no shit! Oh my God! Yeah, you felt so awesome too when it was done. Like,
I'm
look at this!
oh,
I did this.
Look, Mom, I'm making high quality labels.
You could even make like CD inserts and shit. I thought that was cool as hell.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna call LOV Eric. TP Poker. I believe he's still here in the background. He was commenting on the.
He was talking.
The Stompers, how we did our wedding CD favors. No shit. That's awesome.
Nice. Oh, dude, that's cool as hell.
All right, here we go. We're going to call LOV Eric. Here we go.
All right, let's
doing
hear
it live. We have him on the magic phone line.
Ask your questions now.
Oh, there, TP Poker got one out there. Why does this guy do this every time? Just answer the phone.
He's playing League of Legends.
Just answer the phone.
Gentlemen.
Fucking son of a bitch.
Do you like League of Legends? Do you like asking outlandish questions? Then ask LOV Eric.
Let's call him right back. Will we get stiffed? Uh-oh. This is not looking good.
No. Kind of sad here.
Oh boy.
Are you pretty scared?
That's 2 for 2. Should we give him a minute and call back?
Yeah.
We'll give him 1 minute and we'll
second.
call back. Yeah. He might be in the middle of an intense league game.
That is true. I mean, even though he was talking to us last week while playing, just saying. I mean, it is what it is. I just maybe he knows that it's TV poker and doesn't want to answer this question. I mean,
I just
can
popped
see
him a
that.
message. I said, "Pick up your phone, you gooch."
And the douchebag.
No.
All right, so we'll put that on pause.
Okay.
Come back to that. I don't know. Armac, let me ask you a question. We don't normally do this. We don't normally talk the wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
Are you watching the Royal Rumble this weekend? It's kind of a big pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm thinking about watching. I haven't been watching much of the actual standard TV stuff lately, but I've been kind of keeping up on it. I do know that the network's going down and it's going to be brought over to Peacock.
So what do you think about that? Have you even used Peacock yet? Do you know what a Peacock is?
But yes, it's isn't that's ABC's
NBC
or NBC. I always get those. That's NBC's.
Wait a minute, Harmac, I hate to interrupt
service.
you, but we have a caller here. Hello.
Caller.
Bitch, I never begged for anything in my life.
The hell?
That was I don't know. Somebody said they never begged for anything in their life. I don't know.
Okay.
So I've been I still watch. It's hard to watch, but I still watch.
Yeah, I just
It's very
I
difficult.
haven't.
But I try to keep up.
I haven't for a while. I mean, I just I just lately I've been kind of going in and out of it. It's just I don't know. Like I said, now that they bought they're going on Peacock, which is kind of cool because if you really think about it, for the same price you can get the network plus whatever's on there, and they own Universal, so you're gonna get good shows and movies and shit. So
I have a couple there's been a couple issues brought up about the whole Peacock thing that are valid concerns.
And that is
so the WWE Network is a very advanced, and I'm not just speaking highly of it because I pay for it.
yeah.
It's very advanced when you compare it to most other services. Because and it has to be, and I'll explain why that is. Because you got pay-per-views and matches. Right? And every pay-per-view has a list of matches on it. What some employee that runs the network had to do was go through every show, every Raw, every SmackDown, every WWE pay-per-view, every WCW pay-per-view, every ECW pay-per-view. And they had to categorize and chapter each pay-per-view. So when you watch them on the network now, you could go to WrestleMania 17, and when the thing is playing, if you hit down, you'll have all the chapters of every match on the show. Every segment, every match. Peacock does not have any chaptering of any kind anywhere. So how is this going to translate over?
Yeah, that
are we going to lose that?
That might be a downside, but I don't think a lot of people remember. I mean, now look, I know. I mean, who used to host Saturday night's main event?
True, but
that was them. But I mean, I'm just saying.
It's an important feature that wrestling fans. I mean, look, you're trying to retain these wrestling fans to go to Peacock. Well, you better have these features implemented. Here's a big one. Here's a big one, and I can tell you that this is true. A couple weeks ago, I watched the Browns' final game on the Peacock service.
Okay,
which was great. It was commercial free.
For $9.99, it's all commercial free.
No, I didn't pay anything for the app.
Oh wow!
There's a free version of the app, and then there's the commercial free one.
Right.
To watch the Browns, I didn't have to pay anything. I just had to sign into the app with an account, and that's all I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when I played the Browns game, there was no way to start over. Like, you couldn't rewind, you couldn't pause, you couldn't start over the whole broadcast. Like, say I came in say I had to work and I came in 2 quarters late. I couldn't put it on and get prompted with, do you want to start over? Do you want to watch it live? WWE Network will always do that. It'll say, hey, the Royal Rumble's going on. Do you want to watch it live? Do you want to start over? So that's a problem for anybody coming in late to a pay-per-view.
Or does the paid service allow that or no?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe just the free version doesn't allow that.
Nope. That's a problem.
Well, then that's something they're going to have to look at. But I mean, really at the time, I mean, the most, I mean, it's only affecting here in the United States anyway. Anywhere else, the network's going to be up and running. But I mean, here they were only getting, 1.5 million people. And on Peacock, they got 20 million. And they've only been up for like, what, 6 months now?
26 million. But yeah, they're going to have a whole lot more people watching. But I think someone at Peacock needs to get their programming and go, well, we better get this WWE Network stuff integrated properly. Otherwise,
well,
we're going to lose a lot of diehard fans.
On WWE, I mean, this is why Vince let go of his top 2 right-hand people, because they wanted to keep the network there. He didn't want to, and he fired them. So now all of a sudden you got him selling off the network, getting a pretty penny for it, and hey, guess what? That makes his stocks look real good. So, I mean, that's really what this is all about, too. Once again, it's about the stockholders. It ain't about us. It's about the stockholders. He could give 2 shits. It goes over to Peacock. Now it's Peacock's problem. That's I think his motto. He got his money. He don't care.
TP Poker says he's watching the Royal Rumble for sure. I bet Brock comes back and wins it.
Oh God, please no.
There's a rumor, there's a rumor that Goldberg's gonna go over Drew.
Oh, that would be the dumbest freaking move.
Because because the ratings have been up with the Goldberg return shows.
Yeah, because that's when they knew how to freaking push people. They don't do that anymore. That's the freaking problem.
Well, that's the problem with modern day WWE is they're having a big problem in translating, getting over this new talent. It's kind of like how WCW was when WWE rose to its prime in the late 90s. WWE was pushing all these new people with new gimmicks and they were getting over. WCW had no idea how to translate the passing of the torch.
Yeah.
And, Vince goes, well, 600,000 more people tuned in to see Goldberg. That's almost like a 1-point rating up or near it, know. So I guess, and what happens is, they pop a huge rating because a lot of these older people like me and you who watched in the 90s, they come back to go, oh, Goldberg's back again. They're called casuals. And what casuals do is they tune in for a week or two and they don't know any of these new people. They just like, oh, Goldberg's back. I'm strictly in it for this. And then the rest of the card is on and they're like, Sasha who? Drew who? It's like, they don't know these new people. Nia who?
Damn, that's a big bitch. Yeah.
So that's the problem that they're having right now is that they're not translating these new.
Well, the problem is too, is that the whole, how can I put it this way? I'm not going to deny, and I've said this before, I'm not going to deny Vince is a fucking visionary. I mean, obviously wrestling wouldn't be where it is if it weren't for him. Granted, the guy's in his late 70s. He is completely out of touch with what the younger people want to see. Vince has literally kind of gone back to the old, not quite as far as like, Duke the Dumpster Drosy and shit like that, but he's gone back to the whole, I'm going to just push the people I like. Not what, even if the crowd pops for this one person, if I'm not really on board with them, he's buried. And that's stupid because see, the crowd today, especially now you got internet and you got people constantly reviewing, unlike back in the 90s, you got people reviewing this shit all the time. And these kids are watching this constantly. They're going to start going, well, yeah, wait, I wanted this guy. Why is he not listening to me? I'm the one paying.
Vince is going off the ratings. And if 600, 700,000 more are tuning in for a Goldberg return week after week, to him, business sense, let me put it to you this way.
That's like putting lipstick on a pig.
I know,
dude.
But let me put it to you this way. When you do your Twitch stream and you've played Metal Gear Solid and you are up let's say 600,000, let's say 60. You had 60 people tuning in for Metal Gear, but that game is older than dirt. That game's 20 years old now.
Right. Yeah, it's a nostalgia factor.
Aren't you
Yeah,
gonna
I
hit
get
off
it.
more nostalgia acts than you are gonna be like, instead of going to, say, Last of Us 2, where you'll only
You're
hit
right.
maybe 20% of that?
No, you're right. No, I see what you're saying. But there's a difference though. I can play an old school game and yeah, it may look outdated, but it still works. You go at these 50, 60-year-old wrestlers coming in and they can't move like they used to. I mean, we all got granted. I mean, when Goldberg came back the first time, I was looking through it through those, what do they call it, nostalgic goggles. I was like, oh my god, yeah, dude. And then I watched him wrestle. I'm like, God, nowhere near as good as I remember. I mean, it's just you could tell. So it's like, yeah, it was great seeing him there, but then you kind of come off a little disappointed, like, oh man,
Yeah.
like you almost feel bad for the guy. And now it goes from, oh, I'm happy to see him to, oh man, he must be hard up if he's back, kind of thing.
I don't even think,
And
I think he's done decent. Like, I mean, look, it's Goldberg.
right, he was never that great of a wrestler to begin with, but
Yeah,
still,
that's true.
he was strong as hell. But I mean, he still is. I'm not knocking the guy. All I'm saying is
Should
that
he be
Vince
going
keeps-
over? Should he be going over Drew? No.
No, because see, people love Drew. I mean, the dude has got a hell of a push, and now all of a sudden he's going to put this old timer over Drew, and it's going to just piss people off. Now no one's going to give a shit about Drew, and no one's going to give a shit about Goldberg. They will for an episode or two, and then if Goldberg keeps coming back, people will be like, "Yeah, okay, it's Goldberg, great." When was he? The 90s? Because then people, they you can only wear the glasses so long. Eventually, you start going, okay, it's nice seeing the old people, but where's the young people? I mean, and that's the problem. That's why do you think like NXT does so much better? Because you've got a younger guy running it,
But they
Triple
don't.
H,
But I mean, business sense, they don't. AEW and NXT do not do better. They are still in the 600,000, 700,000 viewership, while Raw's pulling in, although it's abysmal, 2 million ratings, 2 million viewers a week.
Well, I got word to the wise to anybody. I mean, and Vince needs to understand this. I mean, yeah, ratings are great, but you can't keep going. You can't. What's the old saying? You can't move forward if you keep looking back. You can't. I mean, and the only problem is Vince is a victim of his own monster too. He's got no competition, so Vince knows in his head, look, it's either us or AEW, and look how good they're doing. So let's just do what we want to do. I have no. The only reason the WWE even got out of the cartoony gimmicks that they were doing was because of WCW. Had WCW not come along, they wouldn't have gone there and done like the Attitude Era and shit like that to try and get over WCW. But now that there's nothing there, he's got no reason to change. He knows that if people aren't happy with it, look, they don't want to see it. They don't have to see it. There are other people that want to see it. Where else are they going to go? I mean, that's his motto right now.
Yeah.
If you can get somebody with like a shit ton of money, like, pretend like there's another Ted Turner in the wings, like Ted Turner Jr., who wants to invest in a big wrestling company and get a bunch of good ass talent and shit like that, and really put Vince's feet to the fire. Watch it change. Watch. But right now, there's no reason. He's got a monopoly on the market. You don't need to change. It's either his way or the highway. Enjoy. So there's no reason.
Got some chats to read here. The chat woke up for this segment.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oldberg still has the same 3 moves and nothing else. But
Oldberg.
but say what you want, and I'm not defending it. I'm just trying to. I'm talking business sense to you, and I'm not a businessman. I'm just saying. I'm looking at probably what Vince is looking at here. Is that the ratings have still been up, and it's people like me and good old DM that watched in the 90s that tune back in and they go, oh shit, I remember Goldberg.
Yeah.
And they watch, and then they watch for a couple weeks, and then they go, football's on, and they tune out. It's the same people that do that. TP
Right.
Poker, I hate Drew. He's a cornball.
Eh,
I mean, I like
I don't
Drew.
know.
Drew's fine.
I like Drew.
There's nothing wrong with Drew.
He's freaking.
Damn.
I mean,
If you have that opinion, that's fine. But I'm not.
But I mean, like I said, they have, with the talent that I've seen come up and then get buried, there was some talent that had so much potential. And they could have pushed just as much as they did with like a Steve Austin or a Rock or Goldberg or Triple H or shit like that. And they just don't. They stick with them for a minute and then bury them. And they go with somebody else. They stick with them for a minute and bury them. Or they'll start them off on a good storyline and then pass them over with an old timer. And then sit there and go, I don't understand why we can't keep the ratings more solidly going up. Why do they keep dipping? And then they go up when we bring an old guy back, but then they dip again. Because people aren't getting duped. They don't care. They want to see Goldberg for a second, and now they're done. You know? So it's kind of one of those, do you want instant gratification, which is what Vince is looking for, or do you want to work at it and actually get constant gratification on a slower curve? You know, I mean, you can't just do it like that all the time. Eventually people are going to be like, forget this, man.
Good old DM also says Roman should be the 30th entrant and then unify the titles at Mania. So apparently I found this out today. Ella Vieira told me this. I don't know how true this is, but apparently they're bringing back WWE Backstage. It's coming back tomorrow. I think it's on FS1.
It's where they showed so well the first time.
Well, apparently they're bringing back the crew, minus CM Punk. And they're going to announce who number 30 is going to be. My whole thing is I don't want to know who number 30 is going to be. I don't want to know who number 1 is going to be. So I'm not going to watch. I'm going to stay off the fucking internet. I'm going to hide WWE on Twitter. I'm going to hide Backstage or whatever. I'm going to do my best to not find out, because the Rumble, you can say what you want about the programming, but the Rumbles rarely disappoint.
No, yeah, they've always been pretty good. Hell, last year's Rumble was awesome.
Last year's Rumble was one of the best I've ever seen, and that was in this modern environment. So
yeah,
I don't want to know who's going to be number 1, nor 30, nor 2, nor 7. I don't want to know any of this stuff. Just stop teasing it to pop a rating.
Right.
And
no, exactly. I agree.
Nobody fucking cares about. Nobody cared about Backstage the first time.
No.
What are you gonna accomplish? I don't care about Renee Young. Go away. Because kids like the kid-friendly programming on WWE. I don't even know.
They don't.
I don't know if it's kids.
Don't.
I don't even know if it's kids anymore.
No, I think there are.
I think
kids,
it's the last. I think no. Actually, they're having trouble. They're having trouble connecting with kids anymore. Like the Cena kids, they're all grown up.
Well, that, and because even the younger kids coming in now don't want PG shit. They don't. You don't even see that on TV anymore. It's literally what's happened is the PG thing did work for a little while, because yes, they did go too far with the Attitude Era. I mean, you had kids in school, like, you know, doing the whole, you know, Degeneration X thing at their teachers. So yeah, that makes sense. But then they kind of overcorrected and went back to this whole PG thing, which did work for a while, made parents happy and all that stuff. But now it's gone from where the times have changed, where now it's gone from making parents happy to just being downright freaking cheesy, you know, and the kids aren't buying it. They're like, wait, I see more horrendous crap on regular TV. You know, it's like, you know, I mean, hell, at least even in AEW, they swear every now and then. They don't do that at all in WWE, not even in the slightest. They might say ass or bitch on occasion, you know, but I mean, the whole PG thing, it's not catering to the kids anymore. Kids are a little, you know, with the internet and shit nowadays, kids are not that, they're what's that word? Oh God damn it. What's the word? They're more desensitized to this shit nowadays. So when they see this stuff, they almost feel like they're watching a kiddie show, and they want to be older than that kind of thing, you know? I mean, that's the kind of take I'm getting off of it. I mean, that's what I'm seeing.
TP Poker says ratings is the only thing that matters. Could number 30 be The Rock? I don't think The Rock is going to be at this one at all. I think we will see him at WrestleMania 39, which I think is the Hollywood one. They've announced the next 3 WrestleMania locations, counting this one. So I think that's when you'll see The Rock. I do think there will be The Rock and Roman. It'll be at that one. Maybe he could be number 30 at that Royal Rumble. But we're 3 years off.
Yeah, I got it answered for Poker though, who did say, you know, yeah, ratings are everything. You're right, they are. But there's a difference between a flash in a pan ratings scheme might go for like 2 weeks, or a slow burn that'll be a roaring fire that'll last a lot longer. I mean, the only reason that people were tuning in back in the day and they were getting 6, 7, 8, 9 million people watching is people wanted to know what was going to happen next. Now it is completely freaking predictable because their storylines are all over the damn place. They're fighting the same people over and over again. And when they do get a good story going on, they fuck it up. So it's like you get this build of, oh, what's going to happen? Oh, I can't wait till next week. Then they shit on it or toss it to the side, and now you're like, oh, okay, well, fuck it, I don't care either. Like, that's the problem. If they would just stick with the story, I mean, look at the best one was the Stone Cold and Rock feud. That freaking they let that build for months, man, and had it culminate at I think it was WrestleMania, wasn't it? And that was just freaking awesome. Now it's like they build it up, build it up, build it up. And then it culminates at a regular Monday Night Raw, and now you've got WrestleMania coming up and they've got nothing.
Real quick before we move on here, because we're going to call LOV Eric one last time and then close out. Drew was great on NXT as a good heel. I like face Drew.
I like face Drew better than
I like
the heel
face Drew. I like heel Drew too, but face Drew has done better.
Face Drew just, I don't know. There's something about heel Drew wasn't bad. I like the way he rebranded himself compared to that clean shaven, long ponytail wearing guy that he used to be. The guy he is now, and then, and he became kind of like I guess you'd call him an anti-hero. Would that be right?
I don't think in this case, he's not really a heel though. He's not a heel acting like he's not a face acting like a heel.
Right, but he's not like a goody two shoes either. So, I mean, it's like,
he sucks up to the audience.
No, he sucks up to the audience, but he's not like, say your prayers, eat your vitamins kind of thing. The one thing that I tend to like the face Drew a little bit better because for some reason, I don't know why, it's just more believable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and there's some people out there where they tried to make them face, like, for example, making Roman a face didn't work. Him as a heel, fucking awesome. I mean, you knew he would be a good heel. And he should have made him that after he beat The Undertaker. Once again, they fucked up that storyline. So, I think, I like Drew where he is. I think, but passing him over with Goldberg, that's a big ass mistake.
That's a mistake.
That's gonna do nothing but hurt Drew, and it's gonna destroy that whole scenario there. It's gonna destroy it.
All right, so
I'm hoping they don't do that.
Let's see here. Del Griffith thinks Hornswoggle will be number 30.
He'll come from under the ring.
Good old DM says, by the way, since everyone seems to be announcing their participation in the Rumble, will Y2J, he's talking about me, that's Y2A. If you're talking about CWF, will I be declaring my entering into the Royal Rumble? No, I need to drop about 80 pounds to do that.
And he's gotta grow his hair long and get it freaking tipped again.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Still there. I got the John Cena hair.
Oh, God. The one thing I was kind of laughing at was, oh, man, you need a haircut. The one thing that I kind of noticed is that the longer John Cena's hair gets, the more he starts looking like the guy that played Ernest.
Yes, Jim Varney.
Yeah, he's starting to look more. The longer his hair gets, he starts looking more and more like Jim Varney every time. He's got to cut his hair back again, man. Make it short again. It just doesn't work for him.
All right, Harmac, we're going to attempt this one last time before we sign off, but do you want to try to do your bumper one more time?
All right, let's go.
All right, and a 1, a 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is time for Ask LOV Eric. The chat room is open. The phone is getting ready to be dialed. Come in and ask your questions, whether they be small or large, for our good friend, LOV Eric. Let's see if we can interrupt him from playing League of Legends.
Phone is ringing. Will he answer? I have another question that came in over the Discord.
Oh, wow.
I have a Discord question.
Hello?
There he is.
Yay!
We got him.
Finally.
So, what? Did you call me?
Yeah, I called you earlier. In fact, TP Poker want to know what exactly you were doing.
Oh, sorry. My phone was charging. I wasn't paying attention to it.
Oh.
So what were you doing?
Oh, playing Legends of Runeterra.
Oh, it's a different
Whoa.
game. That's a different game.
League.
It's all the league characters in a card game.
Sorry, Harmac.
So kinda, yeah. It is a different game, but
wait.
still league in the end.
Tried to get him to step out of the box. There's a way to push your face just up against that box. Good job.
Harmac said something about a box. All right, so I got a few questions here. I literally have to take my one headset off so I can hear Eric. All right, so we have a few questions. I have to scroll back a long way to get this one from earlier. Hopefully, I can still get it.
At least your chat was busy.
It was very busy, and now... Okay, here we go. So this one is from TP Poker. He says, "Hello, LOV Eric. May I say, first of all, that you're a fantastic Gears and League of Legends player. Your skill set is unparalleled. But I do have a quick question for you. Is it true at the wedding you danced with the mother of the bride and told her to check your pocket for the valet ticket?
No.
Then you waltzed into the ladies' room by accident and groped the attendant. I heard your behavior was unruly." Please don't tell me you need that repeated.
What? Please, what?
You need that repeated?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Poker, you have some interesting sources, my friend. I don't recall a lot of that happening.
That's alcohol.
And I did have a few drinks, but I think that's falsehood.
Yeah.
Surprisingly this week, Eric, UNC Phil has not asked a question as of yet.
He fell asleep.
I think he fell asleep, but he's still.
No, you know what? He's playing his PlayStation.
What about
5
the? Did you mention talking about the platinum bet again?
I do want to bring that up. I will talk about that. I'll talk about that while you're here, but I'll talk about that in a second. We had another question that was asked from Learn the Term, and he asked, "What level are you currently in League of Legends?"
I have to look here. Give me just a second. I gotta load up my my game here.
You don't know it offhand?
Another question. What?
You don't know it offhand?
No, because it's in the hundreds. I don't remember exactly what number.
No. All right, let's see. The other,
I'll have it here in like 10 seconds.
The other question was, and this you kind of have to pay attention to this one because this one's a long one. This one is from Retro Kaiser. He says, "I have a friend who got into an argument with another friend about how to put legs onto a table. One says to do it with the table facing the bottom. The other says to do it while the table's facing on the side. So the question is, how do I get blood stains out of my carpet?"
I don't get it. It's over my head. I also smoke, so that's making it hard to comprehend.
Eric is intoxicated right now.
Partially. Just like
question. That was a damn good question.
I assume that's a joke, but I don't get it.
He basically said he murdered his friends for arguing over a table.
Oh, okay. I got it now. Thanks, Sal. Be dumb. Oh, and my level. I am level 365 with 703 mastery score.
No.
Damn.
All right.
You got that Discord question.
I did ask a Discord question.
Oh, was that the Discord
question? That was
the
Retro Kaiser one was a Discord question.
Oh, okay.
It was directly from Kaiser. All right, so we did this bet a couple of years ago, but we're throwing it out for anybody right now that's tuning in. We have a platinum trophy bet for the PlayStation, which is going to involve the streams that we do, as well as just an individual bet, but we're having a bet on who can get the most platinum trophies as of... What do you want to put a date on this, Eric? February 1st?
I guess so. Yeah, if everyone will agree to that. I mean, I'm fine with that as long as everyone knows that's the day.
So whoever gets the most platinum trophies for the calendar year of February 1st through February 1st of 2022 will win a prize. But you have to be in on the bet, meaning you have to attend State of the Streams, you have to enroll here on State of the Streams, and you have to be verified, and it cannot be existing games that you're already involved in. Meaning you can't stack it so that like you have like a game you're 95% done with right now, and then you go, oh, I'm in, and then you get that last trophy and you get your first platinum. That is not allowed. So if anybody is interested in the platinum trophy bet, show up here in the chat on State of the Streams, and we will get you enrolled.
You guys have fun with that.
Armac says you guys have fun with that.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have the
Damn it,
patience to
Armac.
do platinum. I don't have the patience to do platinum.
He says the only
trophy.
platinum he'll do is Bud Light.
Yes.
So. All right, I guess we have no other questions for Eric, so we'll let him go.
Thank you,
All right,
Eric.
sweet.
Thank you, Eric, for picking up once again. Oh, good old DM
Alright.
says level 365 is what it should be because you play every day.
Oh yeah, that's clever. I like that. What a coincidence.
I buzzed him for you. All right, thank you. Have a good one.
All right, see ya.
I love you, Eric, everybody.
Oh, that was fun.
Fun
That
times.
The retro Kaiser. The freaking TV poker's questions kill me every time. But that retro Kaiser one was really good.
Boy, did we went over big
Yeah,
time
we did.
tonight. 2.5 hours. Man.
Yes, yes.
Well, you guys deserved it. You guys
Yeah.
chatted and donated and pretty much did everything, but that is where we take off for the night. Let's see. All right, we got a new Discord server over at slashstreams.com/discord. You can join, and we had people posting memes all week. I know
Yes.
Phil put a couple in there. Kaiser did a couple. So join us over on Discord. I think we had a new person in there tonight.
Yeah, damn, I can't tell who it was, though.
Shale Overfist came in there tonight.
All right, Shale's one, so he's going to start posting the memes, you know that.
So join us over on the Discord at slashstreams.com/discord. Follow us on Twitter at slashstreamslive. Give Harmac1 a follow if you have not done so yet.
Definitely, please.
And give Scales175 a follow as well. He's lurking around here somewhere. He's off in the shadows, getting ready to beat up somebody. 'Cause he's a bully.
What are you playing on your stream this coming week, Al?
I will be playing more Ghost of Tsushima. I think we're about the second half of the game right now.
Nice.
So, and then I'll also be, I think, playing Halo with LOV Eric starting at some point next week.
Oh, nice.
So, we're going to play the original Halo, and then Halo 2, and then Halo 3. So, check out the Halo games back to back. Harmac, you already mentioned you were doing both Metal Gear Solid 1 versions.
Yep.
So that should be interesting.
Yep, I'm going to do the PSX version first, and then we'll do the GameCube version second. So, basically, the original Metal Gear Solid, and then Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes after that. And then I'll critique the two and see which one I like the best. And, I don't know, I think it's going to be close.
All right.
It'll be kind of interesting.
So tune in for that next week. And next week on the State of the Streams, we'll talk about our thoughts about the Royal Rumble and whatever's going on at Weekend Gaming. Hopefully we'll get some clips next week as well, as long as my heat doesn't go out. So
Yeah. Fingers crossed, people.
fingers crossed. All right, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you back here on Monday for some more streams. Unless you're over the weekend and you're watching Scales, because that's all that guy does.
Yeah,
is
no
stream.
kidding.
He'll be on this weekend. All right, take care, guys. Have a good one. And anybody around locally, see you on PlayStation in just a bit.
Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy, guys.